Alrighty, welcome to Unranked to Diamond on Warwick. This will be our first match played on the account. We're playing into Hecarim. So our first choice here, which jungle item? Warwick can go all the jungle items, but I would really recommend, if you're a beginner, just to go Green Smite. This one gives us more HP later. The jungle items aren't massively important to Warwick's functionality. So the Blue Smite giving us movement speed and Red Smite giving us a slow and some more damage. All of those are okay, but if we have more HP, then we have more fighting power. And I like that a whole lot more than the utility offered from Blue and Red Smite. But they're all usable for Warwick. Given the enemy team comp, they have to hit us, so if I have more HP, that's generally better. And then for Warwick's build, let's just focus on the beginning steps here. We're gonna go Tiamat every single game so that we have like competent clear speed. If you can't compete with the enemy jungler in the clear, then you'll lose. We're generally going to be pathing topside most games, because if you path topside, then you can actually fight. It's much easier to fight melee champions than it is to fight ranged champions in the early game for Warwick. The runes that we're running are Lethal Tempo, Triumph, Alacrity, Last Stand, Magical Footwear, and Futures. Lethal Tempo gives Warwick a lot more attack speed, and whenever you get on top of a target, then it's important that you just smack them a whole lot more than they smack you. And the more we smack them, the more we heal as well. With Warwick's passive, you gain 15 magic damage on hit, and you heal for that amount of damage dealt. So the more auto attacks you get, the more HP you get. Our Q is a combination of a damage ability and a dash. So if you hold down that Q, then you'll be able to dash through the target. And that's very important to stay on top of people that are running away. So if we Q, bang, then we move right through them. That'll help you chase people down, and especially if you use it during their key abilities or during their dashes, then you'll be able to stay on top of them and follow them. Even if the target flashes away, you get a follow. I can't believe that guy's ganking bot. God bless. Alrighty, I'll put 2 points into my Q since I'm just clearing. Gives us a little bit more damage. And while clearing, you want to get the big part of the camp low so that you get more autos off. Because that's our W passive. Whenever a target is low, then you get more attack speed towards that target. And then the second part is this blood scent. When the enemy is low, it will give us this trail towards them, and we'll be able to see where they are. So in this case, we can see where Hecarim is, even though we don't see him on the map, which is super strong. So we're going to finish up our clear, get level 4, and then whenever I'm level 4, I'll be much stronger than the enemy is, and they won't stand a chance. We'll have an extra point in our ability, we'll have more HP, and we'll have more armor than them. Alrighty, so Jax... Oh, hey, big man! E. And then... Q, E. Auto. 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 Q. Oh. I didn't know Diana was there, I'll be honest. I thought I had him. Alrighty, pickaxe, L. Back onto the map. And this is why we run the futures market, even if things go bad. Who cares? Not me. Magical footwear, same deal. We save gold. With Warwick, you need gold and you need XP. And the gold isn't guaranteed, but magical footwear and futures help you even that out. It's also super important too. Hey man, if your lanes are pushed in, careful fighting that bad guy in the river, even if you're a level up. Adios. Alrighty, so since Hecarim spent so much time on the top side, we'll be able to take one of these camps here. You want to keep the warding totem until you're level 6. It allows you to spot out the enemy jungler, and provide vision for your team too. The more you see, the more you can really do on the map. We're not going to stay for the wolves, that would be a bit much. So, even though we lost the Scuttle Crab, we're still going to be ahead in XP compared to the Hecarim. So let's keep farming our camps here. And we're really looking for the enemy to be past the middle point of the lane. Now that we're going to be level 5, we have some AD. Our ganks are going to be a lot more potent. But it's still up to the enemy to make a mistake. So that's what we're waiting for. And as we're farming our camps, all we really have to worry about is whenever we get the blood scent. That will tell us that the enemy is low and that we should go there. It doesn't hurt to look at the lanes, but I'll be honest, if I was a beginner at the game, good luck telling me to like move my camera and then actually look at the lanes. You see, the Blood Scent would tell me like, look bot lane. It's like, yeah, I'll look bot lane. It's kind of nice. So after we clear this camp, I could maybe clean these guys up bot lane. We got the Blood Scent, it's time to follow it. Where is this bad boy gonna lead us? And you get an outrageous amount of movement speed. Hello, friend. Dodge. Nice. E, Q. Then you hold that Q. I'm kind of low, but that's okay. Moving. Auto, Q. And you just keep hitting minions, that's the thing. Okay, GG. Jin had his 4th shot, we're dead. Tiamat. And then our second item here will be Divine Sunderer. At this point, we can get Sweeper. We're gonna hit level 6 pretty soon. And then it's back at it. We farm our camps until we have a reason not to. Ooh, you guys want to do Dragon? That's a deal. Come on down, Mr. Yasuo. This is an okay chance for us to fight. E, Q, E, auto, 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 auto. Q, auto, auto, auto. Okay, whatever. And another longsword. Back to my camps. Even though these plays fail, it's fine. We're level 5, Hecarim's level 4. If the allies do a little bit more, easy kills. If not, that's fine. Back to my camps. We could win it big, or it can go kind of mild. Either way, it's like back to our camps. We still make Yasuo's lane better with Diana being low. That's cope, man. You're just trolling, you're 1 in 3. Just give it a second. He'll be fine. Because on Warwick, it's about having impact with your fights. I'm not saying any of this is good either. I'm not trying to like say that this has to work out or anything. Okay, she dies to the ignite. Let's just wait for our raptors. We have level 6 now. This is our ulti. You dash towards the target, and the first one you hit will be suppressed. And then you'll hit them 3 times, dealing magic damage and healing you quite a bit for that damage dealt. So this is another tool to stay on top of the target since it's a pretty long dash, and this dash is based on your movement speed. Mr. Hecarim into bot lane. So the essence of Warwick here, we react and move to the right things. Even though they killed my bot lane right there, I'm not going down there. Why? They stopped the fight, nothing's going on. It can be kind of frustrating, but you just have to wait for a play later. This guy's in a 1v2. I don't think I'll be going there. Not until you show me something. Okay. They're pretty low, but get this. They're walking backwards. This does not help us. I'll finish up my camps here. Alrighty. Dang, I'm that close to level 7. Alright, Diana's pretty low, and now she's halfway past the lane, so that makes it much easier for me to attack. Blood Scent. Might. E. Q. E. Auto. Ulti. Auto. 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 Nice. We took one too many turret shots. 900 damage there. She survived just a little bit longer than I expected to, with her W shield. Alrighty, we keep maxing the W here. I like to put 2 points into the Q early after the recent buffs. And then more points in our W gives us more movement speed and more attack speed on the target that is low. So since we spent our ulti, our attacks are a little bit weaker. We have to keep that in mind. The Diana has ulti. Nice. The Jax is low too, so even if they want to attack, this is fine. Moving up here, we want to be involved in the play rather than forcing the objective. Alrighty, back to the objective. Whenever the enemy dies, that's the time for the objective. Kill the bad guy, take the Rift Herald. Kill the bad guy, hit the turret. Kill the bad guy, take the dragon. So against Rift Herald, you just auto attack, Q through it when the eye opens, and then keep hitting. Nothing to it. Oh, come on. Smite. Alrighty, and we are good to go. So we know that Warwick will be in, or that Hecarim will be in his jungle somewhere. So we can use the W to try to spot it out, but since it gives me the blood scent towards Diana, that means she's the closest target. So Hecarim was in his jungle. What? Don't do that, guys. Those are mine. Got two guys doing my... What the... What's the deal? Okay, back to farming our camps. And we're waiting for the enemy to do something. Once a fight happens, once someone gets low, we'll really have a job to do. Now this is a bit much. Alrighty. W, moving. They still have ultis here. Well played. Diana's up a level and has Ignite, so we don't have to fight her. Just because my ally died, I don't have to go in. So what I'm doing is waiting for her to push the wave, and I'm receiving the minions. That's it. Alrighty. And then back to my camps. They want dragon? That's okay. They killed my ally. What I'm waiting for is a good opportunity for me. If I ain't getting no gold, if I ain't getting no kills, then I ain't showing up. But it's all about reactions on Warwick. I'll tell you one thing, in a losing game state, we're not going to have many opportunities. Score is 7-12. Not looking too hot. Did I contribute 4 of those deaths? Damn straight. And I'd do it all over again. I could have won it big, baby. I could have had $1 million. We're level 9, so let's see if we can't just try a little gank bot lane. When the lanes aren't trading. W, moving. E. Damn it, they walked away. Nice, he killed them. We can stay right here for now. Hecarim kills that guy. I'm just gonna drop my Rift Herald. 30 seconds until the plates despawn. Onto Lux right here. E, smite. Auto, E. Auto. 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 Nice. This guy has so many of these traps. Well, my Rift Herald crashed. I got some gold. This game is so messy. Go ahead and reset, and then we'll buy the entire Divine Sunderer right there. Enemy team is just a whole bunch of auto attacks, so we'll be going for Ninja Tabby as our second item. Divine Sunderer gives us 40 AD, 300 HP, and 20 ability haste. With the passive of Spellblade, after using ability, your next attack is enhanced. That's going to heal us quite a bit, and then also deal percentage HP damage and physical damage to the target, as well as giving us percentage armor and magic pin, which is very important for Warwick because he has mixed damage. Having that percentage pin gives you consistent damage at all stages of the game. But, and the Spellblade just kind of adds to the Q burst, honestly. It's pretty hard to get multiple procs of that Divine Sunderer in a real situation. But having more burst damage means that you get the target lower. If the target's lower, then you get the W passive going where you get more attack speed. So we did that play. I want to clean up my camps, and then I can try to defend mid for the 50th time here. I have a shutdown now, that's real fitting. W, moving. Wow, you want to play for the turret, huh? E, auto. Smite, Q, E, auto, 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 Q. Nice. Smack, 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 smack. Since we killed him, we can go ahead and push out this wave. If you push out the wave fast, your allies might not notice. I'm not looking to hit the turret though. Since Hecarim was bot side, I'm going to look to take his camps. Wow, but there's no jungle camps. Nice. Here's the big man himself, level 10. Nice. I have my ulti still. Level 11 gives a second point in ulti, more damage, less cooldown. But it looks like Hecarim is not going to be here. Oh, noob alert. Auto, Q, E. E2, moving, ulti. Nice. Whoa, E, Q, auto, 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 auto. Moving. Nice. Remember, just always keep auto attacking. It never hurts. If all else fails, spam the A click around you, see what happens. Even though Hecarim ulted right on top of us into Diana ulti, no problem. I didn't even have my E going. The E gives us a lot of damage reduction. Alright, the play's over. We farmed some camps, killed the guy. Now it's time to reset, spend our gold so that we can get back on the map, and then fight for the next objective, which is going to be this Rift Herald. Futures market, Titanic Hydra, and back to the top side. Titanic Hydra gives us 30 AD plus 18 with the passive, so that's 48, and 500 HP, as well as the on-hit passive, attacks applied an additional 40 physical damage on the target, and then 100 beyond them. So that's more damage. This item combos very well with the Divine Sunder. Auto Q. And it also just stacks like these on-hit effects. We have our passive, and now we have the Titanic. We have a physical damage and a magic damage on-hit effect. These guys are dying, that's for sure. Oh! I did not mean to ulti, sorry. Alrighty, where's my top laner? My top laner is bot, so I guess I'll defend top right here. We're going to be maxing our Q second. This gives you more healing. Gives you a little bit more damage, but that's really how you want to think about it. Oh, the Titanic Hydra is owning here. E. Wave clear is good. Bah. Bah. Well, that dragon's up. Easier said than done, you know, with these two fellas in the base. I'll be farming my camps and waiting. That's... okay, Hecarim ulti. Okay, it's still pretty close, though. Nice. Oh. Okay. I still have a ton of movement speed towards the Hecarim here. Huh? E. Auto. Q. E. Auto. 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 Moving. Now it's hard to kite into these guys. That's their problem. See ya. Oh, I have my Yasuo. Very far away. My ulti is back up. After totally messing it up. Moving. Now we want to wait, okay? Patient with the ulti. Don't just blast it off. I don't have to engage first. The Hecarim was low, so maybe he's reset. But he'll be coming back here, so let's try to do this fast. Nice. And then we leave. This is the secret they don't want you to know. You can leave the fight. As we enter the mid-game now, they have two dragons, so they have this Dragon Soul. And then the Baron's coming up. The Baron's the real shebang. You don't have to worry about Baron until you win a fight. So the basics stay true. We keep farming. If a play happens, we can react to it. And then if we win the play, then we get an objective. This part's kind of lame, though. They killed my Yasuo. And Warwick has no defense. My ally died. What should I do? Should I defend mid? No, I just keep farming. Hope this works. I'm level 13 to Hecarim's 11, so that's good. Okay. He's over-attacking top. So maybe I can do something. W, moving. E, smite. Q, E. Auto, ulti. Auto. Auto. Auto, Q. Not bad. Just a little freebie, no big deal, and then it's back to our camps. It's definitely not Baron off just that kill. Cute. Whenever your ulti's up, you especially don't have to feel ashamed or like freaking out that, should I be fighting? My team's pushing mid. Don't care, man, my ulti's down. Because you can always get there at Mach 5 with your passive once a fight starts. There's no reason to be there preemptively. 3 sets, spend our gold. Fight's happening, don't mind if I do. The worst fight ever, as per usual. W, moving. Ribbon is in there. Nice. Auto, E, Q, auto, E, auto, auto, smite, auto. Moving, auto, Q! Nice. Just keep following the play here if I can. Nice. That's Jack's E. That's his dodge move. Q, E! Auto, auto, please! Auto, yes! Save Ribbon. I want to drop the Rift Herald, since that bad boy's expiring. And then I kill this guy for sure. Q, E, auto, 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 ulti. Auto, Q, auto, 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 auto. Nice. Remember when we were like 0 and 3? This is Warwick. Okay, let's reset. Got a bunch of gold now. Oh, we're so set up. Check it out. Ninja Tabby. AP damage, AP, AP. Okay, what do we get for magic resist? That's right, Wit's End. That's a whole bunch of damage right there. Wit's End also gives us movement speed. When we hit the enemy, we gain 20 movement speed for 2 seconds. So that'll help us stay on top of the target. Maybe. This is a very offensive item though. But we got 9 kills, so whenever you get a bunch of kills, you can buy the more offensive items such as Bork, Hydra, and things like Wit's End. If things are going even or if we're losing, it's better to build defensive. Alrighty, so we'll keep farming here. Now that we're level 15, we're looking for level 16. But really, we can force some fights right now, because I'm overtly stronger than the enemy. I have a multiple level lead, 15 to their strongest members level 13. So I can move up the map here. Do a little sweeping. And press W, see if I find anyone. Blood sent to right here shows that there's someone. E, auto, E, moving. Q, auto, ulti, okay. Maybe. Q. Nice, that's enough. Now since we're bot lane, that runs the risk of them starting Baron. We need to get there. It's, like, in real life, my team's pushing mid, and this Baron's not a real problem. But in Puplo here, okay. So, hover the W, wait till we're in range, and then W, we get the movement speed towards them. Yeah, you guys better be scared. I don't have smite. Yasuo is in there. Q, E, auto, moving. Okay, they're pushed off. They used multiple ultis and they're low, so now we should start the Baron ourselves. Zillion's giving me too much movement speed. I can't handle it, man. You're making me too fast. My smite has come back up. And you want to use just the Q onto the Baron here. You want to save your E, generally. Nice. They'll win this. And since the enemy jungler can't be here, we're not participating. We're doing the objective. It would really help if my team was doing the objective. Hit this bad boy. Hurry up, guys. The lower the objective gets, the faster we do it, too. Q. Oh, the ally slain just covers it all. I can't see. Q, E. Auto, auto, auto. It's fine, it's fine. Q through this guy. Good luck. Oh, Lux was my blood scent. Okay, nice. No, Jhin is so fast, it's not fair. I'm pretty sure I have him, though. Oh, this champion's so ridiculous like this. Let's just hit the turret, man. He clicked backwards. You gotta give it to him. Maybe you don't. Well played. Alrighty, and then we leave. They're respawning, so that's all we can get as the inhib. From here, it doesn't really matter what we build. They're screwed. They're too far behind. So I'll just build more AD, honestly. Since they're pretty squishy, we can get like big AD items. So attack damage, and then just pick your choice here. Spear of Sojin, like Bloodthirster, stupid stuff like this becomes very good. Let's do it a little bit responsible. Guardian Angel, this gives us 40 AD, 40 armor. And then come back to life passive, that's not too bad. We can be more reckless with that, as well as giving some AD. Stopwatch makes us go invulnerable and untargetable. Again, we can be stupid and reckless. Let's get red buff and then just look to push a lane here. Now that we have Baron buff, we're looking to push the lane and then take the turrets. I'll push the lane myself. Okay. It's basically our laner's job to push the lane, but here we are. At least we have the Titanic Hydra to help us out. Schmack, 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 schmack. They're fighting mid, but that's not my goal. My goal is to take this funny turret. E. Auto. Oh god. E2. Ulti. Yeah, that's too many people. Run away. If they keep chasing, this could be fine for me. Auto. Auto. Q. Stopwatch. Stopwatch. Okay. Fine. Moving. Auto. E. Auto. Auto. Q. Auto. E. Auto. Auto. Wait. Wait. He has his E. Moving. We win. I get the blood sent towards him. Flash. Q. Smite. Auto. 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 No! E. Aw, man. Push the wave. It's fine. It's fine. Yes, finish him off, Riven. Show him who's boss. Finish the turret first. Ay, ay, ay. Auto. There we go. Riven cleaned up my mess. Oh, we don't have minions? Ulti! Bye-bye. Alrighty, GG. Remember when I was 0 and 3? Now what if I told you it didn't matter at all on Warwick? We can just feed all we want. Alrighty, final score 11, 4, and 7. Divine Sunder dealing... This item's so crazy for Warwick. Dealing 3,000 and healing 2,000. Titanic dealing 2,000. And Whitsun dealing 1,600. That's not too bad. Where we got the Whitsun much later into the game, it dealt pretty good damage. God, that game was messy, though. That's Warwick, though, man. It's going to be messy. All that matters, I swear. Parnelli X, the Challenger Warwick main, told me this. All that matters is that you play the next fight well on Warwick. And it can all be okay. This champion just avoids so many rules in that way. Alrighty, first game, that's going to put us at Gold 480 LP. That's where we start our climb. Final damage dealt, 2,800. Alrighty, wish me luck, because I know a lot is out of my hands with Warwick. And as you watch the series too, I hope you gain some knowledge on Warwick for whatever that word is worth. Alrighty, peace. See you in the next game. Alrighty, welcome back to the jungle. This will be game 2. Playing against Wukong, which this matchup's probably easy. Most junglers struggle against Wukong because Wukong gets so much armor for free. But Warwick deals mixed damage. We deal a lot of magic and we deal a lot of physical. So, Wukong doesn't have as good of a 1v1 against us. Because of that, we probably just outright click him. So long that you don't spend your abilities against his clone, and you should be good. Game plan stays the same here. We're pathing top because it's a bunch of melee champions that fight a lot. And if something goes down, then we can react and get involved with that fight. Same runes, and be going for the same build at the beginning here. Always that Tiamat first. Now Yasuo, I would like to get level 3 before I have to be involved. But yeah, Irelia is being a little feisty. Alrighty, so level 3 gives us our CC. This guy's too far up the lane. We're going to show him. You can't be doing that. W. Nice. E, moving. Auto. Q, E, auto. Nice. Easy peasy. And Mr. Trundle, we have a question. Do you want to die? So once we skip our camps here, we can kind of keep skipping. If there's more ganks for us, it's a bit better to do it like this. Looks like Wukong is pathing bot side. Yeah, we're not going to dive a whole Trundle, though. Don't get too crazy. Back to my camps. Back to my camps for now. We know that Wukong will be pathing bot. That's not too bad of a start. Yasuo got the kill, so we don't get a whole bunch of gold, but puts the Irelia behind. And whenever you get one lane behind, it's easier to attack them again. And again. And again. And a third time. And a fourth time. And a fifth time. Alrighty. Be farming my camps until something happens again. We'll put the camps in a weird order, but it doesn't matter. The camps can be as messy as they end up here. And again, we're playing for Tiamat on our first recall. So that's going to be 1200. And then a little bit less with the futures market. I'll pull the red buff to the right here. This will allow me to get to mid lane faster if something happens. This circle will always show you how far you can pull the camp. Since Irelia is playing towards her turret, not even touching the Yasuo, gives us a pretty good sign that she's not going to be interested. So we won't have a fight. Back to the camps. Wukong's probably reset to topside by now. If you smite the camp like this, it will get it lower sooner, so that our W passive gets activated, so we get more auto attacks on the camp. I dare someone to fight right now. Go ahead. Big stun into nothing. Oh, Irelia's in there. We only need a little bit more than this. Come on, Irelia. Show us a little something. Well, she crashed the wave, but now the minions are going to be closer to Yasuo's turret. And this is kind of abusive, but mid laners start dying right here. My Yasuo hits 6, so Irelia should be scared. Going to be maxing the W now. We're waiting for Yasuo to set up a stun. But we haven't recalled. This is kind of a big overstay for us. Dude, I'll channel my recall. Yasuo's not building up his stun. I don't want to fight that guy. He's recalled. Peace. Tiamat. And then we can go for the sweeper now. And then back onto the map. We're looking for level 6, but it's not really up to us. We have these 2 camps to do. And our job remains the same, just try to fight whenever it's presented for us. Doing the raptors instead of the golems will put me closer to mid lane. Nice, and since Wukong's going back to his camps, I guess I could just do that bot side scuttle. This is the respawn scuttle, so it's worth more gold and XP than the first 2. So it's not bad to skip our camps for this. I dare you guys to fight. Anyone, do anything. It's been like 5 minutes. What's... We got a bunch of CSing. We love CSing, huh? We don't hit. We're pacifists. We love hitting the camps, though. And this scuttle crab is weird. Alrighty, so that's respawn scuttle. That gives us a lot of XP. Where I said that it doesn't matter that the camps are messed up, it's... Oh! Yes! Blood scent! We're moving! Nice. E. Auto. Q. E. Auto. 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 Moving. Flash. Auto. 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 Q through him. Auto. 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 No. He had his Q up. Not too bad, though. Alrighty, Sheen, Longsword, and then we'll get back on the map. I just need one camp for level 6. But it is what it is. Man, he had his Q up. We were tanking like 500 minions as well, to be fair. Whenever we get in there, we build up that lethal tempo, and it's just all about the smacks. Do you smack faster than that guy? We probably win if that's the case. Alrighty, so we're back on our camps. Now, as we hit level 6, once we get our blood scent, we'll have a way more impactful fight. Careful. Blood scent moving. Come here, Irelia. I'm gonna show you who's boss. Blood scent shows that she's right there. Nice knock-up. E, ulti. Auto, Q, E. Nice. Ah! Okay, nice. I didn't take an extra turret shot. Run! Q, auto. 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 No way we win this. Oh my god. I don't know how I didn't get knocked up, but God bless, you know? God bless. Keep smacking. Things look bad, smack them. Alrighty. Ulti's on cooldown. We just did a play. Back to the camps. I could do an objective, but I don't have ulti. Camps make me strong. Objectives, more of a team thing. Keep maxing our W, more movement speed and more attack speed to the low target. And then we're looking to complete the whole Divine Sunder. As we farm the camps, we get more gold, we get more XP, and that gold gives us enough for the components of Divine Sunder, right? But we want that whole thing completed. That's always going to be the case for Warwick. The full completion of the items is where the big shebang is. Blood scent moving. So we stay on our camp until it's time to party here. And then careful, she wants to go on the Yasuo. E, Q, E, auto. Nice. Auto, auto. You already know how this goes. Schmack, 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 Q. Outplayed. He's a mechanical menace. No one right clicks like him. I mean, this time, since they died, my ulti's up. I can do an objective if they want to contest me. You guys are fighting too. We're in range. W, moving. And the plays start coming and they don't stop coming. Come here, Buster. Guess I should have flanked. Auto, Q. We'll hold the wave. Alrighty. And that is a ton of gold for us. 2 kills, bunch of camps. Bang, the whole Divine Sunder. Futures market, don't even have to stop for a camp. Bang. And then back to the top side here. You never have to wait for HP in base. You're always going to heal it off the camps. Divine Sunder, 40 AD, 300 HP, 20 ability haste. The ability haste is really more Q, more ulti, and that's fine. And then upon using ability, you get a Sheen proc, which is a little bit more damage. Mostly think about that for your Q. And then you get percentage armor pin and magic pin. And since Warwick deals mixed damage, that's so big for him. It means that you'll deal consistent damage to every single target all the time. Yeah, the enemy is so far behind now. They do Dragon bot side. You know what that means. That's right, we're doing the Rift Herald top side. Mid lane's pushed in, check. Top lane's pushed in, check. Enemy jungler's bot side, check. Time for Rift Herald. Q. Aw, man, don't make me stop, Rift Herald. I'll be able to get to top lane eventually. Smite since we're not contested, and Mr. Trundle, do you want to keep pushing like that? I can invade his camps, but it's just not really too useful for me. It's better to get my camps respawning, because whenever you respawn a camp, they give you more XP next time. And I want my camps to give me more XP next time. A little bit of fighting. I'm coming. Wow. So I'm going to use my W here to see if I can spot out where the Wukong is. Nice, and we find him. Smite. E, auto, Q. E, ulti. Auto, auto, nice. So we ulti so that he can't use his clone and go away. And since Trundle and that guy's dead, we'll drop the Rift Herald and get more gold, baby! You can use the E for 2 Sheen procs, deal more damage to the turret. Nice. I guess we could take the whole turret. It's not super good, but whatever. 24s to this bad boy. Run! Alright, let's reset. Every single one of their champions is auto-attack based, so it makes this super easy ninja tabby. And then I'll just get a Ruby Crystal here into Titanic Hydra. So, most of these items, right? Tankiness and damage. Titanic, tankiness and damage. Ninja tabby, a little bit of tankiness and then more movement speed. Whenever you complete your tier 2 boots, you get more movement speed. So as you enter the mid game here, that's a good time to get them. You can also buy them in the early game, but not as useful. Hi guys! E. E. Auto. That was easy. Alrighty, so that guy died, and now that we're in the mid game, we can push for his turret. The death timers are longer, less time for them to defend. So let's take this turret. Kill the bad guy, take an objective. And now we can move into his jungle and take his camps as well. We take his camps now because we do them faster, can't be contested. There's just less time for them to cause a problem, really. If they were to push bot lane too, could really have a good play. Wow, he went that way. An excellent move. E, E, Q, auto, auto. Kill this guy. Moving, ulti. Nice. Me and Yasuo are friends. You don't get to say that every day. Alrighty, we're waiting for them to push. And then we want to crash this next wave too. You can see where the next minion wave is based on the mini-map. Since our minions are here, that's where the enemy minions will be as well. Alrighty, time to reset. But we could stay on the map, but I'm gonna reset. I could stay on the map and just farm, but like, even if I complete the Titanic Hydra, it doesn't matter. Giant Spell, Ruby, and then back on the map, I'll farm my camps into the respawning dragon here. And the enemy's screwed. The score is 5-16, so the game kind of falls apart from here. All we have to keep up with now is have more farm than the enemy. When they are in a position to punish them, and then if we kill them, take an objective. Level 11 gives us a second point in our ulti, which reduces the cooldown and increases the damage that it deals. More ultis just generally means more impact. Dragon's up, but my team is topside. So we're not going to play into the enemy. Instead, we'll ask them if they want to fight me right here. Because I'm generally stronger than them. 2 levels up, tons of items. I would really prefer if the enemy comes and attacks me. That'd be real awesome. If they want to contest this dragon. Instead of going back to the camps, we'll stay on the map here. Blood Scent and moving. I can chase this Irelia for so long since she doesn't have a turret. We're gonna E ulti, and then smite, Q, auto, auto. What? Big move by Rakan. I want to focus the Kog'Maw here since he's the carry. He clicks away, an expert move. E, moving, auto, Q, E. There's no getting out of this, so that's whoever's lowest. Really bad fight. Jesus Christ. And Kog'Maw clicked away. Never to be seen again. Right, so since they're so auto-attack based, at this point we could just go Thornmail. They have, like, minor healing in Trundle, Wukong, and Irelia. And then this gives us a little bit of anti-healing against that. Let's just try that out. No matter what damage item I build at this point, it doesn't feel super good. So I can do this into, like, a magic resist item. So Thornmail into Abyssal Mask, for example. Anyways, Rift Herald's up. That's going to be the next thing we look to fight over. So generally, we'll just path topside. We can do our topside camps, and then if any fight happens, we can go to that too. All that you really have to have in mind here is Warwick is playing on the side of the map that the objective is on. And only playing to that side, really. My allies are here. And the objective is here. These guys are trolling. I'm coming in. E, Q, E. Auto, 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 auto. W. Let me get my W up. Moving. Whoa, this guy has friends. I'm gonna bait them, check it out. They're not getting baited. Q. They don't, whatever. They don't want to attack me. They just don't care. You just run back to your turret like a bunch of sissies. Hello. Please engage on me, please. Q. E. Auto, E. Auto, Q. Ulti. Auto. Auto, auto. Auto, smite. Auto, Q. Auto, 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 auto. Come on, Betsy. E. Q. Auto, auto, auto. Kiting. Back in, back in. Give me a sec. Sortie, sortie, sortie. Q. Do 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 do. Smack, smack. Not bad. Wow, no camps. Let's reset. Giant Spell, Bramble Vest. I'll get a control word too with the Baron coming up. It's going to be our next play. Now where I'm so strong, I'm way stronger than the enemy and my ulti's coming up. What I can do is skip my camps here. Instead of stopping to farm the wolves and Gromp, we'll move into the river, and then the river will give us options. We can attack the enemy, or I can go back to my camps. The enemy wants to farm their camp, so it gives us something to attack. W, moving. Q. Any more noobs in here? Any more noobs that want to fight? Let's go ahead and drop the Rift Herald. Cause some problems. W. Dude, if this Kog'Maw doesn't be careful. Nice. A bit too much right there. What? They didn't go in. Go to the mid wave, there's minions here, so we want to take this turret. Focusing the turret for... oh, that's right. This guy insta-kills the minions. Man. Run! Now if they overcommit, we can have a play. But Yasuo's top. Alrighty. Let's do Baron, guys. Wait, the dragon's up. Let's just wait. They'll make a mistake. E, auto, Q, E, auto, 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 auto. Since he W's over, he has no dash. Guess it's dragon time. I'm coming in. It's the cleanup crew. It's the night shift. I'm gonna clean up the mess. Never mind, he walked away. The dragon's whatever. 22 minutes in, both teams have one dragon. It doesn't matter, like, in the slightest, honestly. It's nice to get. It's socks at Christmas, you know. We're glad to have them. Alrighty. I just need to do a couple camps to get a level up, and then I can look to just be on the map again. Let's reset, spend our gold. We have the completed Thorn Mail. This is going to give us 350 HP, 70 armor. And when the enemy hits us, they hurt themselves. Then we're going to Futures out the Null Magic Mantle, giving us 25 magic resist, helping us against the Borks, against Kog'Maw, and against the Rakan. As we go into the later stages of the game, you do have to respect the ADC's damage. Alrighty boys, time to fight, and then the Baron is the big shebang. Past 22 minutes, it's about earning the Baron. That's the only reason you do anything on the map, okay? E, moving. Q, E, auto, 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 auto. That was easy. Let's start the Baron, boys. Their jungler's dead. And now the onus is on the enemy to stop us from doing Baron. We don't have to attack them. The classic. Listen, I have so much PTSD of like, I do the Baron, and then my allies barrel down into their blue side, you know? All you have to do is hit this bad boy, and then it's up to the enemy to come stop you. You could pull him all the way into that Baron pit. Might. Nice. So now with the Baron buff, it's all about pushing the lanes. We push the lanes into the enemy until a turret dies. That's it. Now as Warwick, you don't want to hit the turret yourself. Too much of a commitment since we're a melee champ. But at the very least, we can sit on the minions and have them Baron buffed up. Q. Auto. Auto. Okay. Kill your clone right here. Let you know what's up. And you only really want to push 2 lanes, so it'd be best if me, Vayne, and Lulu are mid, and Camille's pushing bot. Camille doesn't have the Baron buff, does she? She must have been dead. Alrighty, ranged champ is here, baby. It's time to hit the turret. Smite. E. Q. Auto. Is fine, is fine. Is fine, is fine. It's not fine, run away. Ulti. Well, the Vayne's mistake is that she barreled into the enemy. No reason to do that as the ADC. I'm trying to heal up and then maybe I can get involved again. If you do 1 or 2 camps, you can go from no HP back to full. This might be salvageable, let's see. If we get the kills, then we can win. They're pretty far pushed up. W, moving. E? Nah, I messed that one up. If I Q the Irelia right there, then I have her. If my camera is centered, then that's a whole lot easier. Alrighty, and then the top lane. I'm gonna go ahead and reset. It'd be faster to me to get to a wave like this. Negatron, Cloak, and Kindle Gem. We're building towards Abyssal Mask. This gives us 300 HP, 60 Magic Resist, and 10 Ability Haste with the passive Unmake. Curse nearby enemies, reducing their Magic Resist, and then you gain the Magic Resist that you reduce. So, not only do we get more Magic Resist, but it reduces the enemies. And since we deal a lot of magic damage ourselves, it kind of becomes like a damage item for Warwick. It doesn't really help anyone else on my team, but oh well. Since they don't deal any magic damage. I mean, I'm pushing this lane before I really interact with chasing the support. Since we still have the Baron buff, that's how we want to make use of it. Nice, they're attacking Yasuo. Free for us to hit the turret. I'm gonna go ahead and chase this. I'm gonna have pretty good impact with my ulti. E, Q, auto, auto, auto. Flash, ulti. Q, smite, auto. Just kill them all. Get this. If all the enemies are dead, you know, that really sets things up. Really makes it pretty obvious what to do next. Kill that turret. E, Q, E. Auto, auto. GG. Final score 10, 2, and 13. Divine Sunder dealing 2k, and Titanic dealing 2k. With Thornmail dealing like 800, not bad. That's what's kind of nice about that Thornmail and Abyssal Mask as the last items. They start dealing damage, as well as like you get tankier. Because even if you build damage items going into the mid and late game, they don't work the same for Warwick. That's not how he's balanced. He's balanced to be strong on those 2 items. So you might as well just build damage with those, but then mix it with some HP. And it was the last 2 or 3 items when things are going even and you're winning a little bit. Then if you go tankier, you survive more. And if you survive more, that's how you deal more damage over time rather than having a lot more burst or whatever. It just doesn't really work out. Alrighty, so that puts us at gold 3. The score is 2 and 0, and I think Warwick's feeling pretty strong. Somehow I couldn't win a normal game to save my life, but these seem like pretty easy stomps. We'll see as we progress, but I'm surprised. I'm surprised how easy these games are. But that's Warwick, man. The lower you go, that's probably how it is because Warwick punishes the enemy. And they're going to make more mistakes at lower ranks. Alrighty. See you in the next game. Peace. Land that W, brother. Auto. Q. What? You started Q? I've been ignited. I'm done for. Health potion. Moving. Alrighty. Welcome back. Welcome back. Game 3 of Warwick here. We're playing against Warwick, so I can't believe Sinna didn't start W. Same game plan. We path topside because it's more likely that we can fight with some melee solo lanes. The only melee lane that they have is that Mordekaiser, but that's good enough for me. I'd rather be pathing into him than pathing into Ashe and Seraphine. 2 ranged champions. 2 ranged champions that play safe. 2 ranged champions that have no reason to like overreach and try to attack more than they should. So yeah, I'll be pathing topside. And as per usual, waiting for that blood scent. This guy's already got it going. Since that's the case, maybe I could skip my camps here. We do want to get level 3 before we go for anything. Got to level 3, but we lost the blood scent. Now it's in the bot lane. But those guys are too close to their turret. I'll start my raptors here and then we'll keep an eye on top lane. Since he stays, we're able to attack. So I'll move through river here and then we're waiting for our W to be in range. Whenever we use the W, we tell them that we're coming though. The enemy will get a very loud sound notification. So wait until you're in the bush, use the W, and then we get the movement speed. E, E, auto, 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 Q, auto. Alrighty, not enough juice on this one. But that is a whole Mordekaiser, so we can't feel too bad. Since Briar showed bot lane, I believe, I'll be able to take her blue side camps here. The Morgana's low too. Maybe we could snag this guy. Smite this so that we can kill it faster. Alrighty, and then mid lane's wave's not pushed. There's Briar and she's level 2. E, auto, Q, auto, E, auto. Nice. This is fine. I'm gonna do the Scuttle Crab and then we can look to re-invade the Briar afterwards. We'll heal quite a bit off this too. The lower we are, the more we heal with our auto attacks. Then back into this guy's jungle. Since she's only level 3. E, auto, auto, moving, auto. Target champions only, Q, auto, flash. Come here! What? I'm taking the Gromp then. Auto, amazing. It's like a 5-year-old, you know, you play peekaboo. Where'd he go? I'm off that guy's screen for 2 seconds. Warwick must be gone. He must be out of here. Alright, let's reset. This is Futures Market. We get the Tiamat, even though we don't have the exact gold. And then it's back to our camps. We're going to path up to their top side. If we clear all these camps, we get to like level 5.5. I can't believe that with players sometimes, though. You go into a bush for a second and they're like, I guess he's gone. Who knows where he could be? I'm not even interested, Briar. You're a waste of my time. Since we don't have the flash, and since our camps are up, it's a bit more efficient for us to spend our time like this. Get level 5 and then look to fight Briar on her top side all over again. Rather than fighting her right there, where she can just run towards her allies, run towards her enchanter lanes. Instead, we do it like this, where we can take the fight in her blue side all over again. It's much less likely that her soul lanes would come to help her out. So we get level 5. We know her wolf camp is down for now. My top lane's not there, and my mid lane's pushed in, so I'm not going to invade. We'll start maxing the W now. Just keep clearing our camps. Whoa! A little bit of action. Blood scent. Moving. I'm down to chase in case Diana runs into Briar. Nice. Look at this. I can't believe I can reach this guy. Q, 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 Q. And the next ones. And the next ones. E. Moving. Q, E. Q. Nice. Ouch. Ouch. Hey, Seraphine got the kill. When the support gets a shutdown, it does not matter. Alrighty. The classic. Sheen. I'll futures out a longsword. I don't care. Alrighty, and then we're super strong. Briar will be coming back with like a longsword, right? So she has 20 AD. Our build, 25 AD. Sheen. And then 10 AD. But instead of moving right into her jungle just yet, we're going to farm these camps, get level 6, and then look to fight. Ah! Hey! Hey, I'm going to kick your ass. How dare you? Stupid. These people have no class. Absolute degenerate. What the fuck is she doing in my jungle? I have to do another camp now. Since my bitch wife took my red buff. What the? My W's on cooldown forever too. Whatever, man. To the blue buff we go. A little cross-country tour here. Here we go. Here we go. And I'm still gonna get level 6 before I invade her back, you know? Just because they hit me there, it doesn't mean I have to get stupid. I'm gonna show this bitch. I'm gonna get her red buff. Just give me a sec. Level 6, now the fight is so guaranteed that I win. Into her jungle. Let's cause some problems. We can use blood scent. Tells us that she's right here. Q that red buff, that's mine. Auto, 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 Q. Auto, auto. Damn, really? Ulti. See ya. Stupid. You're stupid red buff, stupid. Alrighty. I have a lot of time to play with now. She's only level 5, so she won't have ulti for like ever. So I'll take the dragon while it's right here. Auto, Q. If you hold the Q, then the dragon won't knock you back. I swear though, the common mistake is like she invades me here, and then I would just chase her around, staying level 5, you know? We'd both be even in levels. I'm good. I'll get level 6 instead. If I played a little better too, I would not have even needed my ulti to fight. Alrighty, we got dragon. We killed the bad guy, we got dragon. And now with my ulti on cooldown, it's time to farm. The onus is now on Briar to do something with her level 6, to do something with her ulti. So, in the meanwhile, I'm farming my camps, I'm powering up. I'm going to surpass her in strength. And then if she makes a mistake, we can look to punish it. But the ball's in her court. It's her time to attack. Level 7. Keep maxing the W. So she takes the Rift Herald. That's fine. Her team's losing, so the Rift Herald's not that useful. And we're even in objective since we got the dragon. Our ulti's back up so we can look for a play, but we might as well finish all of our camps here. This will get us very close to level 8, and then we can recall, spend our gold, get the better component items, and then look for a fight. Smite and Q that big boy, so we get all that attack speed. Auto, Q, recall. This is why Diana's run phase rush, huh? Caulfield's Warhammer, Ruby Crystal, and back on the map here. We can swap to Sweeper. Okay. Oh, Gwen's gonna clean it up. Briar spent all of her time on the top side, right? Hold on. Gwen is not cleaning it up. E, moving. Q, E. Okay, well played. Ah! Ulti! Yeah, I'll show you who right-clicks better. Alrighty, she spent her time on the top side. That means her bot side camps are up. Even if we didn't fight to the death right here, I would still have her in her red side with my ulti. And then if we're in her red side, that puts me in a position to flank the bot lane. These minions will show if there's vision right there, so since there is, we're going to have to avoid doing the golems for now. But we can look for a flank. It's just not super easy for me. Because I'd be spinning myself and I don't have ulti. But that's okay. Back to my camps, they're respawning. Warwick's going, or whatever. Warwick number 2 is going to be on the bot side here, so they need to be careful. But I can't defend them. All I can do is warn them. And then if Briar over attacks, then I'll be able to be involved. But until then, I'm farming my camps. I'm not wasting my time. She's spending her time. If this doesn't go well for her, then it's bad. Meanwhile, I'm getting farmed. She's looking to drop Rift Herald. That's okay. That's okay. I'll be on the top side. Once something happens, I'll have the blood scent and be able to get involved. If I flash Q this guy, he's dead. Moving. No Q? You're so screwed. Q. Auto. Nice. And then they know that that Briar's bot side, so since we killed her, I can move down here. I'm still not believing that Briar left. Really? She... Okay. W, moving. She queued the minions? That's crazy. Auto, EQ. Auto, ulti. Bye-bye. Morgana will be back on this wave, so it's kind of awkward. I'm just going to kill it so that Morgana has nothing to do. It's fine to share it. Alrighty, and then back to my camps. Ulti's on cooldown. Briar is 2 and 6. God bless, man. God bless Briar players. I mean, you have to get, like, you have to lose your first 5 Briar games, but it's rough. She did get my red buff that one time. That was pretty good. But she is level 7 to 9. That's not very good. Looks like my top lane's been losing. That's whatever. That's not our job. You can't stop them from losing, and Mordekaiser's too much of a man for us to really be involved with just yet. We're kind of like a scoundrel here as Warwick. Meanwhile, Mordekaiser's a mob boss. We better give it some time. Divine Sunder, they have quite a bit of CC, so we're going to go with Merc Treads, and then into the classic. Titanic Hydra. This also gives us some magic resist against Mordekaiser, Morgana, Seraphine. Now, Mordekaiser shows going to this dragon. He's level 11, we're level 9. I'm not going to fight that. It's up to him to attack my team and win. The onus is on him. It's not up to me to stop him. If he messes up at any point, then I can punish. Alrighty. Kill my Senna. Go ahead. Meanwhile, we're farming. Because I can power up, and if this play and things don't keep going his way, then we can surpass him. Especially if I can get to like a wit's end against their team comp after the Titanic Hydra. Then we might be juiced. I do want to stay near the bot side in case they were to dive Kaisa. In case they were to look for any play, really. Okay. This is fine. I might have a gank onto bot lane. W, moving. Hello, friends. Moving, E. Smite. Q, E. Nice, not too bad. Alrighty, so since we've dedicated our time here, we're going to stay bot lane, and then we're going to push for this turret. We're waiting for the next wave here. Because even if I was on the top side, they got a whole Mordekaiser, and I already spent my time down here. You know, they're going to have better position as well. Kill the bad guy, take an objective. Don't mind if I do. We'll let them deal with the wave. You got any jungle camps in here? Because if Briar's taking that Rift Herald top side, I would at least like a little snack. Oh, I should have saved my W for Morgana in hindsight. Go in! I need her black shield down. E, Q, E, auto, ulti. That was easy. And then just not being involved with this top side, that is not the juice. No Mordekaiser. Swiper, no swiping. Probably on to Diana. Guess not. Giant's Belt, Ruby Crystal. I'll get a control ward and then back onto the map here. I see, I see. So now I've gone from level 9 to level almost 11 here, and Mordekaiser has gone just to level 12. So this is how we can like surpass them whenever they spend all their time roaming after getting an initial lead. So now with level 11, I could try to 1v1 him. I think he still has an advantage, but if we can 1v2 him at all, then we might have a chance to get what was a shutdown on him. Smite. Fight me, I dare you. E, Q, E, auto, moving. Auto. Q, auto, auto, auto. Okay, we got his flash. That's good enough. Not bad at all. Let's heal up a little bit and then look to re-engage. My ulti's also coming up, so this is not bad. Anytime we're just hitting a camp too, we'll be healing back to full. Diana, baby, come be involved! I can't. We can't 1v3. I'm not going to press into this guy's jungle either because the Mordekaiser could attack. So we stay in a neutral position in the river and then take what is given to us, basically. Run this bad boy down. Niner. We got a runner. Guys, we could really fight this. E, ulti. Holy shit. Me and Diana are friends. Let's drop the Rift Herald down here. Kill the bad guys, take an objective. Now, we don't have a wave, but that's okay. Q. I E in as I'm ulting because there's multiple people there. Nice. We can kill Briar. E. Auto. Q. E. No reason to keep pushing here. That's a whole Mordekaiser. And Dragon is up in 1 minute. So the faster we reset, the faster I can do my 2 camps before the objective, and then maintain a little bit of golden XP. Regeneration as I go. I think I have time for red buff, actually. Red buff helps us a lot. I don't know how I haven't mentioned that part. We get on top of the bad guy with red buff, we're going to stay on top of him. No red buff, worse fight. We only use the E for the Sheen procs as well. Alrighty, level up, time to fight. So we have the Titanic completed now, and that gives us a lot more juice. I'm really just thinking more magic resist since the Mordekaiser is so fed. Don't go there. You never have to enter the enemy's jungle as Warwick. You really just have to stand your ground and wait for them to overstep. There's those times where... That guy's dead. Hit this smite. Time to fight. My blood scent goes to Morgana. Moving. Nice. E. What is that guy doing? E. Auto. Ulti. 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 Auto. 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 Oh! I don't know why Mord's ult didn't go on me. He does get the shutdown though. I'm in there for so long, and then since everyone else isn't like, or not killing anyone, I'm just dying. Okay. And look at this, 3,800 magic damage. Like, we have 2,400 HP, we took that much damage. Yeah, I'll get some magic resist. Now I can even buy this item, Silvermare Dawn. This gives us a QSS that lets us get out of Mordekaiser ulti too. I'll go with the pickaxe for now. More AD, so that we can clear faster and then fight a little better. But then the magic resist is coming in later. Back to my camps. Nice, it's Mord's TP. Mordekaiser had to carry, and he's kind of dropping the ball. So he's level 14. The reason we're farming? To catch up to that. We don't want to fight him level 14. Not just yet, guys. Farming until they make a mistake. Amazing. Morgana is 2 and 11. Well played. Smite. Whoa! So that's Mordekaiser's ulti. Ult. E, auto, Q. Moving. E2, auto, 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 Q. Nice. If we E2 the Briar as she lands, she can't do nothing. She's just CC'd and she's not hitting, she's not healing, she's not dealing damage, she ain't doing nothing. Alrighty, well, we got the Baron, killed them all. But even if we push right now, we're going to be outnumbered. So I'm just going to clean up these camps and then probably look for a reset. What? No camps? Maybe I just push and try to get the turret. Mordekaiser doesn't have TP. Little turret for me. If you get the turret solo, you get more gold. Plus 675. That's going to allow me to form my new item, the Silvermare Dawn. And then, honestly, just looking to push with my team. Silvermare Dawn gives us 40 AD, 300 HP, and 40 magic resist with the active Quicksilver. Quicksilver removes all crowd control debuffs, and then you gain 50% tenacity and 50% slow resist on a 90-second cooldown. So basically, anytime Mordekaiser would ult us, we could get rid of that, get rid of Seraphine CC, get rid of Morgana binding. So it's much easier for us to stay on top of the target with this item, as well as it giving us some magic resist. Moving. Oh, they really think they have her, huh? E? Auto, Q, E. Auto, 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 ulti. Q, auto. Nice. This guy's over the wall. That guy's not over the wall. Briar, where'd you go? Right here. Flash, smite, Q, E. Auto. What? Come back. Alright, GG. Final score 8, 2, and 9. Divine Sunder dealing 1500, healing 1700, and Titanic dealing 1300. That's the real shebang, man. Dealing and healing. I want to deal some damage. I want to tank some damage, and then smack, and I smack. God, that they died so many times. Like Briar gets to die a couple times, you know? Morgana died 12 times. Well played. Final damage dealt 1500, and that is going to put us at gold 2. So far, we're 3-0 in ranked. Alrighty, see you in the next game. Alrighty, welcome back. Game 4, I believe, and we're playing against Graves. This is one of the few times where I'd actually path bot. We have Nautilus versus the enemy bot lane, and they push. So we're going to pass to that guy with CC and hope the enemy makes a mistake. They'll generally put us on the bot side, but if you pass to one side or another, basically it's just which side lane you would play around. So even if we don't have that side lane play, we could always gank the mid lane. Mid lane also has CC for us. One thing to consider too is that Warwick needs the enemy to get low, and they need to fight to do that. And with top laners that are tank versus tank, it's less likely. Much easier for squishy targets because all they have to do is land like one ability, whereas with tanks they have to land like 50 abilities and then some. So, pass into the guy with CC. Want to farm to get strong, and then react to whenever something happens on the map. I was trying to think, like, how do I explain this with Warwick? There's really no jungle pathing. It's all about getting yourself strong and when you choose to farm the camps versus not. So, as we go here, hopefully I can outline that a little bit better. Enemy bot pushing, but they're not committed to hitting the turret yet. Once they hit the turret, I could choose to skip my camps. Alrighty. So see how they're not hitting the turret, they're just walking around? We don't skip our camps. The enemy needs to be committed to something for us to then punish them. Bloodscent on top lane. That'll show me to path bot, huh? Oh, they're fighting? We go. Can skip the blue, no problem. Bloodscent, moving. Keep an eye on the fight. Now, Senna has already flashed away, so that's going to be our target. E, and then flash. Q, E. Auto, auto, auto. Not the cleanest. Turret dealt, let's guess, 4,000? 700 damage. Pickaxe back onto the map. Oh, still dies, nice. Graves was bot side, okay. So he full cleared. So we can take this top side scuttle and then just clean up our camps here. Where we didn't get Tiamat on the reset, that really sucks. I thought I'd be able to get onto the Senna faster so that I don't have to take the turret shots, but I mean once we're there. Since it's 4 minutes in, maybe we get lucky and Graves' Gromp is respawned. My golems are respawned. Dang. Yeah, it's still going to be quite some time until that is up for him. So let's just go back to my golems. After we do like 2 camps, we could choose to just reset and get the Tiamat as well. There's Mr. Graves with 2 longswords. So we're still ahead in items. But now, where we lost our red buff, and we're only level 4, we're going to look to farm. We want Tiamat. We want to get close to level 6. And even if I was to force a gank, way less likely. Ooh, she lands the charm. Moving. Now this isn't a force, this is a reaction. Hello, friend. E, Q, E. Auto. Close. That's going to be Silas's flash. And then back to the camps here. Meanwhile, I would guess that Graves is on Raptors. That's all fine. There's one thing about this, like, farming on Warwick at these stages, it's up to the enemy to do something about it. And that's where it's so strong in, like, low elo. Because the enemy won't be doing anything good. Skill-based matchmaking. And that's where it really sucks in high elo, if you wonder, like, why isn't he played up there? These guys are getting owned. Well, these guys are above half HP. That's not good. But they're kind of overdoing it here. Senna has no flash. Just a bit too much. E, moving. You're ghosting on me. I'm so dead. This will show me. This will show me to skip my camps. We got 3 marksmen just blasting my head off. Tiamat, longsword, and I'll swap to sweeper now. Yep, the onus is on the enemy to do something, but not if I ruin myself. So once I enter the river, that's a commitment. If I was on my camps, it would be up to them to walk all the way into my jungle and then invade me. Way less likely. So that's a stupid mistake. I'm just trying to get a little something for nothing here where my bot lane's mega feeding. But there's no reason to do that, and it never works out. That's the expert part about however the hell it functions in League of Legends. Those sort of like desperate moves never ever pan out. Just to add insult to injury for you to even attempt them. God bless. May I stay on the righteous path or be punished for doing the opposite. Well, I'm kind of behind now, so I'll farm my camps and get level 6. And then my plays can be a whole lot more guaranteed. Still just generally pathing towards bot side though. As much as Nautilus sucks, we can still get this bad boy going. We only have to kill Caitlyn and Senna once. And then they're behind forever. Oh, Graves is there. No. He took my blue buff after the dragon. Well, so much for ganking bot lane. Maybe I can do it mid. W, moving. Kill this guy. Ari ulti in 3. E, Q, E. Auto. 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 Nice, and that gives us level 6. Now, since Graves was bot side, he obviously took my blue buff. I'm able to move into his blue side and try to take maybe just one of his camps. Warwick's clear is pretty slow, so unless the enemy has a reason to stay on the bot side... Oh god, he's already here. E. Auto. Auto. He has serrated Dirk. He has serrated Dirk and Caulfield's Warhammer. His ulti dealt 260. Sheen Longsword. Sorry. Sorry, Mr. Graves. Back to my bot side. At least I got his ulti. These guys are gonna get ulted through the wall. Oh. Okay. Mr. Graves. Should be no problem. Mr. Graves deals a lot of damage, but not to the tanks. Tom Kench is going to show him some truth. Nice. W, moving. Caitlyn's a big shutdown. E, Q, E, smite, auto, ulti. Auto. Flash, auto, Q. Auto. Pulling. Ah! That was flashed. Well, I got the shutdown on Caitlyn. A lot of gold. Caulfield's. I'll just... God, if I get Ninja Tabby, it's so good. Future's out to Ninja Tabby. Go ahead. This delays the Divine Sunder by a lot. But Graves, Senna, Caitlyn, all auto attacks. Reduces so much damage, it's unreal. Graves does the Rift Herald top side, so we'll try to take his red side camps. Also put me in a position to flank the bot lane here. Nice. E, Q, E. Auto. Auto. Nice. Remember, you kill Caitlyn once, she'll just keep dying. Let's do the camps. Wow, Senna was there? Oh, I could have probably killed Silas. Nice. Clean up this guy's camps, wait for our ulti to be up, and then look for another fight. They're probably going to take that whole top lane turret. But you know what they say, it sucks to suck. W moving. Caitlyn's right there. I don't really have anything to do. She showed because she ulted the Jhin, and Jhin dies. Still gives me a little bit of movement speed. Oh, but I'm spotted. Let's keep farming. There's too many people topside. Even though things are happening, it's not up to me to defend. It's to take attacks that will work out. E, Q, auto, auto. Nice. I really want to be farming my camps. I have to get to this Divine Sunder before my next recall, or Graves is going to be way more juiced than I am. Nice. Tahm Kench chunks out the Graves. We can try to do Dragon in the meantime, even though their bot lane and jungle is so much stronger right now. Dude, Warwick is so messy. This champion's so chaotic. Okay. Okay. And then back to my camps. That fight has already happened. The next fight would be with Graves. It's his ulti. I'll be able to kill this guy for sure. E, auto. Q, E, auto, ulti. Nice. I deal so little damage. Shutdown, and that gives me all the gold I need right to the Divine Sunder. Thank you, Mr. Graves. Divine Sunder, and we are online. We're good. We're good. It's fine. Game state's fine. Mistakes of the past. Corrected. So now we want to maintain our clear against the enemy. With the Divine Sunder and the Tiamat, we'll actually be able to compete, whereas the Graves is better at our clear, better at clearing early, and then also, what's the deal, man? Do this, E, auto, auto, move. He ran. He's better at the clear early, and we made a ton of mistakes, so he got ahead. But then, if he gets ahead, he gets a shutdown. We just have to get that shutdown once. We're basically even. There are too many people right here, so we're trying to defend the turret. Not Warwick's specialty. Cute. Oh, damn. Really not Warwick's specialty. I have my E going during all of that. My E gives me 35% damage reduction. You'd think that would mean something, but the Senna auto attacks me for 800. What do you have? You just have a bunch of components. What's the deal? Give me that ruby crystal. And then back onto the map. Died 5 times. Nice. I'm gonna maintain my clear. But the noobs just keep fighting. We get the E. Then there'll be no play. Oh, wait. We just need to auto the turret once. Oh, man, push. I want to be in a flank position. These guys are screwed. They don't even know that they don't have a turret. Push. 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 Here we go, here we go. Satellite, radio. Q, E. Auto. Ulti. Hit the turret once! Run! Giant spell. Don't forfeit just yet. I can die 12 more times, I promise.
Your turret has been destroyed.
God, I took so much damage. 900 damage from the turret. Come on. Hit that bad boy once. I dare you. They're on the run. We can collapse. Once I'm in range with my Bloodstone here. Oh, nice. Get in there. Bloodstone, moving. Kill this guy. Hello. E, auto. Oh, come on. My Q. Basically just auto whoever's closest at this point. Getting CC'd to death. This isn't working out, guys. Got the Titanic Hydra. I am easily going an armor item as my second. Or as my third item. So, Graves and Senna are going to be building lethality, and Caitlyn will be building crit. So, I could go Randuin's, mostly for the Caitlyn. And there's really no reason to get the Thornmail, since they don't have any healing. We're looking for a big armor item. Deadman's is okay. That helps us stay on top of them. Let's see, Randuin's would give us 60 armor compared to that. 60 armor and then a little bit of a slow. That doesn't sound bad at all. Let's get back on the map here. I don't have my level 11, so that makes me significantly weaker. You know, my team has taken a fight back to back to back to back to back to back to back for about 10 minutes now. That's not really how you want to play it. You want to take a fight, and you want to take a fight, and then you want to farm. The farming phase has just been skipped at all stages, so. But as Warwick, it's like, probably just participate. But as a result, my farm suffers. And when the enemy team's winning, too, there's just so little reason to participate in the back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back fight. But as Warwick, I don't know, you really don't have a choice. You want the Rift Herald? I want level 11, man. Just give me a sec. Shut down on Caitlyn, and that is it, so. We're level 11 now. Gives us second point in ulti. E, auto, Q, E, auto, 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 auto. And then we'll wait for his dash. Then we're going to Q through him again. Can knock us up, that's fine. Nice one. The whole time we can save our ulti because he's not going to be able to get away. If he tries to flash over the wall or dash over this wall, that would be our time to ulti. Well, they took Dragon. I would have to assume that this guy took most of my blue side, but we can wait and see. Wow. Oh, that's a lot of people. As per usual right here. E, auto, Q, E, auto, 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 ulti. Auto, Q, Q, hold it. Now, I'm outnumbered by a lot right here. They have to know I'm here. The way they moved, I'm out. Nah, I'm good. My champ don't win the 1v3 against the world's most fed enemies. Nautilus, come on, let's just push. When the game gets chaotic like this too, the players will be emotional. It's not up to you to control the emotions of the ally players, it's an impossible task. One taken up by many in the past in League of Legends, and spoiler, it never does anything. All that we can control is our reaction to it. Let's drop the Rift Herald here. We need to get this turret to about half HP before it would die, but it's not necessarily up to us. Run! Nice! I'm just looking to get whatever camps I can. Oh, I don't have a single blue side camp. Oh. Alright. Understandable, Mr. Graves. You just wait till I recall and have some armor. They have 3 ADC, so they do Baron super, super fast. Whoa, I did Baron. I don't have Smite. E, ulti. Q. Gee, mama. I have Smite coming up. Auto-wing Baron. Q. Oh. No. Smite. Q. Yes. E. E2. Okay. Recall. God bless America. Let's get an armor item. Little bit of... Well, let's just get the Randuins. I know I want the Randuins so bad. Because Randuins gives us this Cold Steel. Or Rock Solid. Reduce incoming damage from attacks by 15. By 15, Bob! So we got 3 ADCs auto-attacking us, and we reduce that. As well as giving us a lot of armor and a lot of HP, and the active that slows the enemy and reduces their crit damage or whatever. It's mostly about getting on top of the Senna, Graves, or Caitlyn and slowing them. That's going to set up me and my allies for more damage. Now with Baron buff, it's up to my team to push, but it was more about denying the enemy that Baron buff. It gives us golden XP, and it most importantly denies them from getting that golden XP. E, slow. E, auto, Q, ulti. Try our best right here. Q. Alright, the fight has started. Good luck. Suppose I instantly die to magic damage the second I buy armor, huh? What? Well, hey, we're a team, and you know, we got our move right here, and that's set up and lose team fights. That's what we do. Now, taking a fight into multiple people is not the best, but holy shit. Let's go Abyssal Mask here. Get a Null Magic Mantle, because that Silas damage is too much. Alrighty, back to farming my camps. I thought it was easy. Maybe I miscalculated, because these guys pushing mid and then show up after they've spent every ability on me and kill them. Just asking a little bit too much. Instead, I should just back off. Pull the enemy in as far as they want to come, and then attack them. One thing's for sure, I'm not dealing like any damage to them. Until we fight as a group, my champ sucks. Losing Warwick in mid-game sucks. We clean up our camp so that we stay even in XP. Our tankiness is the only thing keeping us in the game. The levels give us more HP, more armor, more points in my E. That's going to give me more damage reduction. We're outnumbered in this team fight to start. ADC is dead. I'm going to try to clear the wave, guys. This is not working out. We're a team, and you know what we do. That's right. We die one by one in a team fight, baby. That's our special move. Well, since they died, they're going to take that mid turret for sure. If everyone had lower respawn times, I may be able to flank. Or if they keep pushing, I can flank. Nice, they're kind of confused. Nice. We're waiting for our carries to spawn so we can go in. Okay. Already has ulti coming up. Nice one. E, ulti. Oh! Alright, we're getting banned for that one. The fight has started for you guys. I set it up. Who's with me? The Jhin doesn't deal any damage. Boom. Okay, GG. Hold on, don't end just yet. Give me a sec. Or don't. Caitlyn did have 13 kills, but I only gave her 1 that I can remember. If I path topside, that doesn't save a lot, but I'm not sure. I felt like just a 1 too many feed, 1 too many deaths from me like makes the game less likely, because then I end up in that perpetual cycle. My team never stopped fighting past like 12 minutes. And the enemy team was stronger. So once the game entered that zone, if I was stronger myself by having had farmed more and not misplayed once or twice skipping the camps, especially when I skipped blue buff and Gromp, that would have given me level 6 and tried to gank the Caitlyn and Senna, that was the biggest one that turned the game for me. Because whenever you have losing lanes and you try to do the play anyways, when you have the camps up, you risk the camps. And if you lose the play, then you lose the camps and you lose the potential for the next play. So instead, if you can concede that opportunity and then play for later, things could work out. You have much better chances. And that's what I should have done this game. GG. See you in the next one. Alrighty, welcome back. After my first loss, I honestly don't feel that much different. The other losses on like other unranked diamonds, I feel a bit more in my control, like I took a wrong step. With Warwick, yeah, you can take wrong fights, but the circumstances can become too much. But then that's kind of okay. I think it's kind of nice too, where it's obvious. It's obvious that like the enemy team is too far ahead and we won't be catching up. So let's fight them a little bit, die, see if we get some shutdowns, see if things turn. If not, we go to the next game, where we have a chance. I go to a better future. In this game, same old, same old. We'll be pathing topside. Topside where Mr. Garen and Mr. Kled has set up for us. I already have the blood scent, but I'm not seeing something super specific. I do see that the Kled wants to fight level 3. Nice, and the Garen has Ignite, so easy peasy right here. Blood scent moving. E. Q, E. Auto, auto. Nice. So we want to Q and hold there in case Garen flashes in any sort of way. Already nice. Easy first kill. And then back to our camps. That took us quite a bit, so we won't be able to do our 2 camps before the next play. So let's do red buff. And then enter the river and see what we're working with here. If Briar is path top, then we're going to have a hard time fighting her level 4 to level 3. The Vex is half HP, but that's not exactly enough. Nice, and the Garen just runs right down the top lane here. We're going to skip our camps and then try to punish Garen for crashing this wave. It's a little skill check. W. Moving. Health potion. E. Flash. Q. E. Auto. 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 Nice. Okay, I should be fine here. Q. If I keep hitting these minions, we'll heal up. E. Q, E. Auto, auto, auto. Damn. This is fine. Kled will clean up. Nice. Tiamat and a longsword back onto the map. So I'm kind of down to opt into that because either me or Kled are going to clean up, whichever one they focus. Garen's pretty weak in the early game, and Briar can only spend her burst on one person, so whenever my E came up again, it's like I'll go in, see if we can tank enough, and then if we die, I know Kled will finish it off. So now that we've done all that, we got the Tiamat, we got the longsword, that's going to increase our clear speed a lot. Now we're looking to clean up our camps, and then look to attack again. So whenever you get a successful play, you'll have more AD, and the second clear will be way faster. Way faster. So then you want to spend that time clearing the camps, though. Second turn like this, if you look for another gank, that's how you waste all your time. Never hit level 6, never graduate college, never meet the girl of your dreams, all because you stayed in that room playing Fortnite. Now, I told you when he was young that that phone was bad for him, and I swear this boy can't pay attention to nothing. All he says all day is Q, auto, auto. What is he talking about? Just like that, we're level 5. Now, Briar shows bot, so we're going to take her blue side camps as well. Maxing the W now, and once we enter our blue side, this puts us in a position to flank mid or top lane as well. Really stupid for Briar to have skipped her camps here. She didn't listen to, like, literally what I just said. So since we get these 2 camps, I'll be much closer to level 6. Briar level 4, and then she has okay HP. If I was to fight her right here, though, I might find myself in a 1v2 between her and Garen. So let's go back to our golems. These guys are fighting anyways. Anyways, back to my golems, and then I'll get level 6. Once I'm level 6, if a fight breaks out, then I'll be able to respond to it. W, moving. This guy's just too far forward. E, auto. Q, E, auto. Auto. Okay. Kled could have ulted. If he ults at the start, then we win. We kill him. We can also just push. Kled can tank and then dismount. Okay. Auto, Q, E. E, auto. Nice. Easy peasy. So whenever Kled dismounts, he loses turret aggro. That gives me level 6 as well. I didn't really keep track of where Briar went, but if I find her, then we probably win the 1v1, since we have ulti and she doesn't. Ward her jungle. I'm really surprised that we don't see her in the blue side there. And after this scuttle, we can just look for a reset. Instead of going back to our camps, we do the same deal. We buy more AD, and then we will clear these camps faster. Sheen, Caulfield's Warhammer, and back onto the map. I'm going to futures out the Caulfield's Warhammer. It gives me 10 ability haste, so that means the next time I cast my ulti, it will be back up sooner. Careful! There's a whole Briar down there. Careful! Careful. Moving in! Jin, you're quite the guy. Already blood scent, we are moving in. Just like Jin. Okay, here we go. I'm almost in range. Onto Soraka, that's the easy target. Take the easy ones, no problem. Yeah. Okay, guys, back to my camps. What do you mean Vayne's executed? What do you mean Soraka flashes away? That's bot lane for you. I tell you what, with all my years of playing, them bot laners, they're something special. But I didn't really get to spin my ulti advantage, huh? This guy is pushing up. Never say never. Wow, Kled already took the top turret. This guy is not making it easy for me. Yeah, you're scaring her. Like, I really just need a Kali to do nothing and then get attacked, and I have a good flank. Oh, Blood Scent moving towards this guy. Run into Garen, but that's okay. E, flash, Q, E, auto, ulti. Auto, 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 Q, auto. Run! Damn, Garen really kills me. When I used my ulti there, he also had his silence up. I didn't expect that. Where they had just fought, he was moving around. Maybe he had spent his Q, but that was pretty bad. Instead of all-inning that, I could just back off and then wait. If I wait, then I can do something like the Rift Herald. And if I pull them into Rift Herald, I can probably have a much better fight, rather than chasing them down and taking the 1v2. If I'm going to take the 1v2, I need to kill them pretty early on. Where it took me so long to kill Briar because I couldn't get on top of her. And that sucked. I'd spent my E, I'd spent my flash, and taken a lot of damage along the way. I don't have smite. W, Q, E, auto, auto. Okay. God bless. Alrighty, so it's 700 for Divine Sunderer. I have a lot of camps up and a lot of time to kill here. We'll farm these until my ulti's back up, and then if I kill someone, and yeah, basically if I kill someone, then I get Divine Sunderer. Yeah, this guy is learning the pains of that matchup, I guess. Vex deals a lot of damage to champions that dash, and Akali just perma-dashes. Hello, friend! E, smite, ulti, Q. Alright, he killed the bad guy, dropped the Rift Herald. The Briar had already ulted bots, so he doesn't have as much juice to attack me here. Alrighty, let's back off. That gives us a lot of gold. Now, let's recall, spin that gold, and then get back on the map. Divide and Sunderer. We're going to be going for Ninja Tabby as our second item. Garen, Briar, Bane, all these champions are just auto attacks incarnate. So we'll have some resistances against them. Those are going to be the targets I'm hitting too. Vex, not so important. The thing is with Warwick too, you have to take a hit, so you want to have enough sustain for that. Having more resistances, more HP, lets you take the initial hit. You can have less HP, have more AD early, and the enemy might not be able to kill you. But you keep it real consistent if you always build that HP. I used my W right there to try to spot out if the Briar was near, but it doesn't look like it. So we'll do our play right here. We start the dragon, then ask the enemy if they want to come fight us. It's much easier for me to take a fight into them this way, with my ulti up. Once Vex spins her fear, nice, then I'll be able to engage. E, auto, Q, E, auto. Okay. Blood's still in the back line, guys. It's so hard to do anything. They won't commit in, my team's over diving. I'm doing dragon. That was so messy, holy sh... Back to square one, start that funny dragon. Pull them in, I dare you. I dare you guys, don't dive into them. Pull them into the drag. Now you're getting it. Q, smite, E, auto. No problem, it's easy. Q. Trying to get onto the back line here, there's just no blood scent. I don't have movement speed. W, nice. Onto the Vex here. E, smite. Nice. Auto, QE. Auto, ulti. Auto. Q! Yes! That's how you do it. That's the real shebang right there. You start an objective. Enemy has to attack. Let them do their best. And then, bang, you punish them. Run into the bad guys. Did you just install yesterday? I'm gonna run into them. Does this work? Like, what do you mean? How many hundreds of games do you need to play to see that running straight into the back like a Minecraft zombie might not be the optimal strategy? Everyone has learning curves. I don't even know who I'm talking to at this point. I'm gonna clean up my camps. I'm just gonna do one quadrant here since we have stayed on the map, so this is a little bit slower for us. Walking away was never an option. We're on an overstay, but here's what it is. Blood scent moving. Onto Soraka, the easy target. Cute. Vex is coming. Yes, hit me, Briar. Yes. E. Auto. 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 QE. Auto. Auto. Get stunned is fine. If I use my E when she lands, that gives me 35% damage reduction, and that's when all of her burst is going to come in. Especially with this lethality build, she'll drop everything, the W, the Qs, the autos right then and there. So then we'll take a brunt of her damage, and then from there my autos and Qs are also healing me. So any damage she dealt will be healed up pretty well. And then if I needed to, I could have used my ulti. Alrighty, we're so rich now. This game has really turned around. Ninja Tabby, Titanic Hydra, and then easily going to be Abyssal Mask as my third item here. Just futures out all this stuff. I'm juiced. We got armor, we got magic resist. And we got a bunch of HP, as well as a bunch of effective HP. Although we have this 2,300 HP, we have more than that. Because whenever we take damage, we're going to heal it eventually. So I would like to clean up my red side camps before I look for a fight here. But if I know my teammates, you know what happens next. Nice. Okay. How did Jin find himself in a 1v1 with Soraka? Yes! Engage on Kled, yes! Blood scent, moving. Ulti! Oh, not our best ulti, huh? Ah, she... Okay, E, auto, 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 E, auto. Moving, stun, auto, auto, Q. What, you guys let her in? If they like use a stun or something as she's entering the lane. I think I can drop the funny Rift Herald right here. What are you guys gonna do about it, huh? Deal 40 damage? We do not care. Looking for the flankeroni right here. A Briar ulti, never mind. We don't have to fight. Dragon's coming up in 40, let's do Scuttle and reset. Magic resist item will be going as Abyssal Mask. I really like this item on Warwick. Megatron Cloak Kindle Gem. And this will give us 300 HP, 60 magic resist, and 10 ability haste. And it reduces nearby enemies' magic resist, and then gives us the magic resist that they lose. Since Warwick deals primarily magic damage, then we're going to be amping our own damage as well as making ourselves tankier. That's the whole dynamic of these tank items as we go into the mid game, is that we're able to take more damage. Alrighty. We're back at it. I'm starting the dragon. Do you guys want to fight? Let me know. Hello, friend. Auto. QE. Auto. Bye. I wish she would ult in, too. That's a free kill right there. Smite. Auto. 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 My urge to ult over is pretty high, but there's no reason. That guy's died 8 times, just like the other Briar. W, the Blood Saint gives us the Scent of Vex right here. She is a bit too far up. Nice. Nice. Set my team up for a play and it actually worked for once. Let's take this turret and then we can clean up Briar's camps. We're not looking for Baron. We're not looking for more kills. Kill the bad guy, take the objective, back to the farm. Briar's level 10, she's gotta be feeling bad. We have a 700 gold shutdown. Careful. We need to be wise and disciplined, or someone's gonna get 1,000 gold. Alrighty, Abyssal Mask, double control ward. We're entering the later part of the mid game here. Around 22 minutes is when I like to start playing around Baron, and the control wards help me do that. So we'll just clear our camps pathing towards Baron, and if we get a good fight, then we can try to do the Baron ourselves. The Baron will allow us to push, get 1 or 2 inhibs, and take more of an advantage that way. Or we just got Briar's jungle. If the enemy's pushed in, then you can just keep doing things like that, taking away their jungle, getting way more gold than they can over time. Garen's low, but I'm not going to path towards bot side. But if my Colette's dead, I want to ward the Baron first, and then we can path towards bot side. Still have this blood scent. What is going on, boys? Stun. EQ. E. Auto. Auto. Ulti. Nice. Q. Okay, nice. Time for Baron. I can't believe that worked. It looked so bad to begin with. Because, like, my team's trying to, like, force the play onto them. Usually doesn't work out for Taric. In this case, the Vayne and Soraka were kiting so much it didn't matter. And here comes the cleanup crew, Warwick. With this build, you'll stay consistently dealing a lot of damage to carries so long they are higher level than them. In this case, the Vex and Vayne are like way weaker too. So not only are they like useless in comparison, they don't deal enough damage, but we also deal more damage to them. Alrighty, and with that in mind, if I got a big AD item, that wouldn't be bad at all. We've already got quite a bit of magic resist, but they don't have a ton of physical damage that's worrisome. I'll go for Sterak's here. Sell this. Sterak's is a pretty okay item. Similar to Titanic and Divine Thunder, it's going to give us a lot of HP, and then quite a bit of AD as well. And then whenever we're low, it gives us a shield and a lot of tenacity. Briar, what are you doing? E, auto, moving. Auto, E, auto, auto. Well played. Well, with Baron buff, it's time to push with my team. Every outer turret but the bot lane is down. Warwick is not good at sieging. What are these guys thinking? She's stunned, waiting, moving. She E's. Nice. EQ. E, auto. Let's push. We're gonna need the next wave, probably. Blood's coming in. We are running it down mid in like the truest sense. Warwick really makes things stupid, I'll be honest. I can't hit the turret or they hit me. E, Q, E, auto, 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 auto. And then I stand here. Smack. Moving. E, Q, E, auto, auto. Wah. There we go. Alright, that's gonna be all she wrote. Final score 15, 2, and 10. Divine Sunder 2,600, Titanic 1,400, and Abyssal dealing 700. 15 big ones, huh? Warwick, what the? I didn't know I had that many kills. Alright, that's gonna finish the placements here. 4 and 1 is gonna put us at gold 2, 68 LP. That's where we will be starting our climb. I have no expectations for the climb other than that it's going to be chaotic. It can go anywhere. It can go like super high up, like super far down, or up and down. I would expect the up and down given that it's chaotic, but I mean, trying to apply any pattern to Warwick gameplay that is punishing the enemy perpetually. Hard to say. Hard to say, but then again, I am on the North American server. So, and we know the players suck. So surely the climb is fast and consistent. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Alrighty, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace. Don't do that. Don't rely on Swain's support E. Just path top and fight with Renekton and Fiora. Oh, Renekton's top. Oh, that sucks. I'd rather have Fiora facing Darius so that we can CC Rise. But honestly, having CC on Renekton into the Darius is not bad either. I could maybe even skip my wolves. It's just dangerous to do stuff like that against Kayn. We'll see. We'll see how the trades are going as I finish Gromp. I should have warded my Raptors too. Let's do this. Alrighty, so we're going to be pathing topside so that we have a better chance to fight a Darius and a Ryze solo than we do a Bard and a Kai'Sa. That's for sure. And then if I was to path bot, I'd be relying on that Swain E. That is not... Like Swain, brand support, those aren't normal players, you know? Don't act like they are. But I'm not relying on that. Even when I passed towards that Nautilus support, that proved to be disappointing. Yeah, Renekton's not trading a whole lot, so I'll do my wolves instead of skipping these and going to red. With level 3, now I could choose to gank, but it looks like Renekton will wait until level 3 to really do a big trade. I'm going to start my red buff, just in case something gets up in the top lane. Red buff gives me the ability to run the Darius down, as well as dealing a lot more damage as we would gank. So if Darius stares Renekton down under turret here, we really have a good play. But since he walks away, I'll go ahead and farm my camps instead. So let's go to golems for now. Still puts me in good proximity to top lane. Renekton wants to build up Fury, and once he does, we may be able to even just take a good trade against Darius and then all in from there. Nothing's happening just yet. Darius hits level 4. There's that Fury built up. W, moving. E, auto, auto, Q, E, auto, auto, auto. auto. Flash, auto, auto. No! Yes, the ignite kills him. Q, auto. Man, I don't have my lethal tempo. I tried to switch. Alrighty, and Kane skipped a camp too. God bless. We're both at like 21 CS. And the wave crashes. Good. Now Kane gets his scuttle crab, but hey, we killed Darius. Darius is feeling pretty bad about that. So now let's clean up our camps. We want to get the Tiamat on our reset. So until they have that, we're not recalling. So yeah, I move into the Darius there. I want to use my QE because my damage reduction isn't the best against him early. And then as we use the E, I'm able to, one, endure a little bit of his initial burst, but then two, I want to get behind him and E him towards the Renekton. And then so long that we're staying on top of him with autos, we're probably winning. It gets tricky with Darius though, because he has that healing from his Q. If Renekton didn't have Ignite, I wouldn't have finished him off. Alrighty, so as we finish the scuttle here, we have just enough for Tiamat, so let's reset. Instead of staying on the map and doing these camps, we're going to reset and buy the Tiamat first. This gives us more AD, as well as the passive to leave the nearby camps, letting us do wolves faster. And then Kane's going to do the same path too. He's going to clear his red side camps and then path up. Watch out! Bard's Ignite. But where I said I want lethal tempo, when I'm hitting the big guys like Darius and Kane, they're not going to die immediately, so PTA is not actually that useful. PTA has that aspect too where it exposes the enemy, so they'll take extra damage from your allies, but my Renekton was too low as that started, so it's not like he was hitting Darius. So it gave me like 70 extra damage. That's nice and all, but if I got a single extra auto from the lethal tempo, then it would have been that damage at least. PTA is much better into ranged champions and... yeah, not into bruisers. Lethal tempo gives you the schmack, gives you the massive DPS into the bruisers. Alrighty. Kane makes the mistake of going bot lane. I swear, this is so common. It is so common on this turn. I'm level 5, I'm entering my red side, and the enemy jungler goes bot lane for whatever reason. That'll be your blue side camps to me, sir. Cleared these pretty fast, too. Now, this Gromp is kind of dangerous, but Kane doesn't have a lot of juice to run me down. Hello. Auto. Auto. Smite! Close. I know Darius is coming. I'm just dead, guys. You don't understand. Run! Maybe I'm alive. This was the blood scent towards... Nice! He missed! I'm so dead. Q! Holy sh... Run! Dodge the Bard Q. I can't believe I'm alive. Alrighty, we are not doing double or nothing. We're gonna reset. If I go to any of these camps, they could attack me. The blood scent to Kaisa saved me. That's why I got so much movement speed towards the bot side. What the hell? Alrighty. That one MTV show, I shouldn't be alive. I went into the Kane's blue side and overstayed for Gromp, knowing that my champion simply doesn't have the clear speed. I flipped the four-wheeler, and all I saw was a bright light. But then, when I woke up, I was in the hospital, and I was like, whoa, where am I? Alright, let's do 2 camps, get level 6. God let us live a second life for a reason, so we better make it count. We have a lot of camps over the Kane, which is a Christmas miracle. And if I get the level 6 beforehand, then if a play arises, I'm going to be a lot more impactful. Not really any play to force. Fjord's pushed in. Bot lane's reset. All my camps are up, so objectives are off the board for now. Close. There's the blood scent for Darius, and Renekton is just living. Alrighty, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Satellite radio. I'm coming at Mach 5. I'm coming to take you out, Mr. Darius. He knows, he knows. Now, the Blood Scent will show you exactly where they go. It's pretty overpowered in that sense. Hello, friend. E, Q, E, auto, ulti. Auto. Come on, man. I don't deal no damn. He has Ninja Tabby. What kind of Darius builds Ninja Tabby, huh? You're a coward. Me, personally, I built 80 longswords. I built 55 Doran's blades. What in the... Like, yeah, so that's why we don't kill him. Ninja Tabby. Alrighty, let's clean up Kane's blue side camps again. This fella loves ganking bot lane. He's trying to go for red form, keeps ganking bot lane. He don't know what to do. I think he's bipolar. And we'll take your camps to get level 7, you stupid, silly son of a bitch. Ulti's on cooldown, but I'm making great use of that time. Alrighty, well, back to my camps. Mr. Kane's gonna see that he don't have no camps. He might be a little frustrated, but that's okay. I am on quite a bit of an overstay, so clearing these camps will be a little slower. And if a fight happens, I won't have the best component items. But we'll see. Because even if a fight happens, I don't have to commit to it right now. It's always a choice. You know what they say? You always want an option. You always want to have the ability to make a choice. That's what true freedom is. God bless America. Alrighty, my ulti's coming back up. But even though that's the case, I don't have to reach for no ulti. I don't gotta do nothing crazy. That Kane fella, he takes that Rift Arrow, but that's okay. That's alright. We're gonna try to cheese the Darius here. He's pissed off. He's a red-blooded American. He's got Ninja Tabby, though, so if he tries to force the play on my Renekton, then we can try to kill him, but... W moving. Yeah, he's overdoing it. What? E. I don't know, man. Ulti. Choose a target, man. Auto Q. Let's push. I don't know if I need to flash E ulti that Kane or what, but Kane didn't ulti. Come on, don't do that. Let me recall. I have $1 billion. I tax the American public and I have $1,900. Alrighty, a little bit of Sheen, Caulfield's Warhammer, and the Ruby Crystal. That's so many components. For that to be an overstay for us, like, we take so many of the camps, and the play is successful for us. That means we get all the gold and XP. So that will put us a step ahead of the Kane for a long time now. Right here, I would skip my camps, go into Kane's red side, but he doesn't have form yet, so I actually don't want to fight him. I want to keep fighting the laners instead. It's a very unique part of the... Well, he just got form. Well, let's go kick his ass then. That's the American way. I'm going to go on his land and kick his ass. I'm going to take his stuff. Hell yeah. Trying to find this fella. Nice. Now, I would be outnumbered right here, so that's the thing. I gotta be careful until we see a little something. Smite, auto, E, auto, Q, E, auto, moving. Auto, 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 Q. We got too many fellas right here. We're gonna pull them into my team. Nice one. Auto, ulti. Dumbass. Nice. Q onto this guy. E, Q, E. Auto. Close. The best I could do is push. Dragons in 50, we're going to clear our red side camps, reset. That will give us Divine Sunder, and we will be good to go. Dude, the futures market is so good. The futures market is so outrageously juiced on this champion. This topside scuttle is so tempting. But I will remain abstinent as a Christian American.
Turret plating will soon fall.
The Darius is holding the wave with Ninja Tabby. I'm resetting, man. I got Divine Sunder. I didn't even have to take out a loan with Futures Market for this bad boy. Oh god, whatever. Whatever, man, whatever. Here I come. E, moving. Oh, and they're gone. Peace. Stupid fight. Stupid waste of time. And time is money. You're doing wage theft. You're not clocking out for your breaks. That's stealing company time. Divine Sunder. Control ward back to the bot side. Now, Divine Sunder is pretty important against their champions. Bard, Ryze, Kayn, and Darius are all kind of tanky. And the percentage HP damage we get off the Divine Sunder procs really help us deal with that. We deal more damage and we heal a little bit more. E, auto, QE, auto. Fucking owned. Ulti onto this guy. Since Bard got out of the way, that just lines me up. Nice. W, moving. Fiora has a lot of movement speed too. QE. Not quite. Auto, auto, auto. Back to the camps, or back to the dragon. Right. So I had my power spike, they attacked my team. Bang! I respond. All there is to it is just running at them. I got a nice E on the Kayn where he tried to leave the fight by using his E to go through the wall. My E then CCs him and he bounces back out of the wall. And gave me just enough time to finish him off with the autos. As well as he didn't get an ulti off since he was CC'd. Kill the bad guys, take the objective, and back to the farm. Our next play really is going to be pathing towards the top side because the Rift Herald's coming up. But going into the mid game here, we're looking to take the turrets as well. So we've been killing a lot of people, we've been getting a lot of gold, so that we're power up and that we're in a confident spot. What is this guy doing? E, auto, auto. What the? I swear, people don't walk into me in any other playthrough on any other champion. Why does Bard walk into my jungle like that? Nice one. I lose the blood trail though, that's my problem right here. So W, and then Mr. Kayn is right here. Even if he wants to run away, that's okay. E, auto, QE, auto, ulti. Moving away from the wall. Q, auto. Nice. Nice try. Already killed the bad guy, taking objective. We want the turrets, right? But we can't siege that. Ryze has wave clear. But if we take the Rift Herald, this bad boy will help us take some turrets. Nice. And then after the Divine Sunder, I'm really thinking Bork. Bork gives us more percentage HP damage against all these bruiser champs. It just seems super juice. Where I have 4 kills, I'm feeling pretty confident in that one. So we're going to do a massive overstay here. Instead of recalling for component items, I'll stay on the map, and if the enemy makes a mistake, then I get super juiced. I'll get the entire Bork. If I kill someone and take a turret, I get that entire item rather than resetting right now. This Darius deals so little damage. Alrighty, let's move up here. Darius, you want to trade again? You have Renekton and Chunked. Might have him on the ropes. W, moving. E, QE. Nice, I got the kill. More gold. And now we take the turret, baby. And the turret gives us more gold. Nice. But we can try to take the next turret. They're fighting mid, so I can drop the Rift Herald up here. That gives me closer and closer to the Blade of the Ruined King. It would only be Red Kayn top lane here. Nice, 338 gold, and that gives me the Blade of the Ruined King. I'll keep farming though, we can do 1 or 2 camps. Oh no, you get 1 little kill in the bot lane, that's not enough. Because you're gonna lose your red side for it, Mr. Kayn. I'm gonna take that Scuttle Crab, and I'm gonna be so insanely strong now. It's not every game that you're gonna be able to get a big item like a Bork, where it's just indexing all into damage. But when you get the kills and you get the farm and it all pans out, feel free to get a item like this. And even though we're juiced with it, we still have to play fights correctly. If we play it like that, we're just gonna die instantly. So this helps us kill them better. Does not help us survive them easier. So we got the Bork and then into Ninja Tabby. And now anytime I find a 1v1, this item really goes crazy. So it gives us 40 AD, 25% attack speed, and 8% lifesteal with the passive Mist Edge. And with Mist Edge, attacks apply an additional 12% enemy current HP physical damage on hit. So that is a ton of damage, especially with our passive giving us 110% attack speed. Well, you start applying a bunch of extra damage on hit. And that fella dies faster. That's all you need to know. The other passive, once you hit them 3 times, you deal magic damage and steal 25% movement speed. So that can help you stay on top of a target. It's also very nice. Nice. Blood Scent, just in range. Moving. Oh, it went to Kaisa because she's closer. Hello, friend. Nice riposte. Q, E, auto. Nice. Kill the bad guy, take the objective. Baron's on the board now, 20 minutes in, but we don't have to worry about that for a little bit. Push that wave. Until they push that wave, I can't get involved. We'll be farming the camps. Wave is pushed. Hello, friends. E, ulti. What? Q, E. Auto. Just as planned. We're maxing our Q now. I could kill the Darius if he stays here long enough. His build sucks and he's trying to hit the turret. Blood Scent is almost in range. Bang. Hello, friend. That's his ghost. I should be able to stay on top of him. I don't know if he does that. Let's reset. Ninja Tabby, they do have some magic damage. We can go Abyssal. Oh yeah, I can complete my Titanic Hydro, whoops. Let's not futures that out. Let's just get the Giant Spell and then a Control Ward. So we go the Bork, but we don't need to go any more offensive after that. The whole shebang is really with these two items combined against their Bruiser champs. As we enter the mid game here, now the onus is really on the enemy to do anything, but they don't have any good plays. They don't have any initiation. It's Bard ulti and Red Cane starting a fight. And even if they do that, they'll be hard pressed to like really find a kill. So I'll be farming my camps, continuing to power up, and until the enemy makes a move, I don't have to do nothing. They're screwed. We're getting more farm, our champions are stronger. And if they make a single mistake, then they lose Baron. Alrighty, all my camps are cleared here, and with the red buff helps me stay on top of people as well as deal more damage, so now's my time to move up a little bit. Move on to the map. Don't start Baron just yet. Don't skip any steps. Kill the bad guy and then take the objective. Okay. E, auto, Q. E, auto, ulti. Q, auto. That was easy. We don't have to chase. We don't have to chase. We can do Baron. That's exactly who I wanted. If we kill their jungler, they don't stand a chance on Baron. Now, do they know that I don't have Smite? No. Nice. Alrighty, Baron, push the lane. We already have Renekton pushing bot, and Fiora pushing top. So I might as well group with my team, and then if the enemy tries to attack someone, I can respond to bot or top lane with my W. Turning the 1v3 into a 2v3. Might. What? Q, ulti. Wow, he still got the ulti off. Must have been stunned or something. Q, E. Nice. Just keep smacking. I don't know if I win that. But one thing's for sure, I'm gonna keep smacking. Darius, flash E, W, Q. Still has ulti. We're gonna E, flash, auto, Q, E. Auto. Moving. Q. Nice. God, they don't deal any damage, huh? Renekton has been pushing bot lane the entire time, too. So we could get that way, but might as well wait for this one. It's very, very bad for me to, like, hit the turret. It's up to the range champions, really. Ay. Kill these minions, get this shit in. Hit the last turret, I dare you. No, not that turret, guys. We don't need 3 inhibs. We could end right here, right now. Oh, my ulti's up soon. But the Ryze and Darius are up. So yeah, we got 3 inhibs, but we probably just could have taken that turret and really chanced it for the Nexus, but whatever. Back to base. Titanic Hydra, and then it'd be good to go a resistance. It's just that they have too many mixed damage sources, so they do have quite a bit. They have a little bit of healing. I don't know. Let's do Ruby Crystal, Longsword. I'm thinking Sterak's is my 3rd item. Just a whole lot of HP. The dragon is so unimportant. Now that we got 3 inhibs, it spawns the double super minions. So, the enemy's like on their last leg. What's important is that we push and then try to end. Ulti. Smite. Kayn can smite during his ulti as well. So we really missed that one. Smack. Push the lane. It's 1 member down. Huh? E. Aw, man. Close. If you CC Ryze during his ulti, then it breaks the Realm Warp. There's no need to do any of this. Q, E, auto. Let the minions end. Alright, GG. Final score 7-0 and 9. Divine Sunder dealing 2,800. Titanic 200 and Bork 2,800. So like we completed the Bork much later than Divine Sunder, but you can see how much damage that item packs in, dude. It's so good. But it's not easy to get, and it's not every single game. It's going to be when they have a lot of HP building champs. Darius, Red Kayn, Ryze, Bard. And we had the lead. Nice. Alrighty, and that's going to put us in gold 1. Final damage dealt. 2,200. Oh yeah, I should have showed this at the start. So like physical damage, 11,000. And then magic damage, bang, 10,000. It's like almost entirely mixed for Warwick. And that's why the Divine Sunder passive owns so hard. It gives you that percentage pin. And even if the enemy builds a lot of armor, they're not necessarily going to make it like impossible for you to deal damage to them. Alrighty, pretty good game. See you in the next one. Peace. Can we find the noobs? Noob spotted. Auto, Q. Nice. chasing for me. We don't have a hook for a long time. Ugh. Q. Auto. Auto. Nice. Now what if I just flashed and smited his red buff? I'm gonna keep it steady here. This guy's freaking out as it is. The smite. Would have had numbers advantage for a little bit, but then my Kaisa should stay in lane, and then their ADC would show up. That's mostly what I'm thinking of why I don't go. Alrighty, well damn, this puts me on the bot side. I actually didn't want to be pathing top, because I'm pathing into Shin, and Shin's just super annoying for Warwick. At the start of the game here, he's going to have his W, which blocks our auto attacks. That makes him much harder to gank. As well as him having a dash away, and he's just generally tanky. So it's a pretty bad target. But even though we're pathing top, doesn't mean that we have to play for any ganks. Or even any reactions. We could just farm our camps. I mean, if I'm stronger than the enemy jungler, I could try to exploit that in different ways. There's the blood sent to Shin. It's looking alright. Finish up these raptors. Wow, come on. Guys, I got places to be. Alrighty, here I come, Mr. Shin. So we want to wait for his dodge auto attacks move, and also be flanking him, because he can always dash away. Level 4 means he's going to be a lot harder to take down here. If I let this minion wave go past me too, a lot better. Moving. Remember, he can dash right through us. E, auto. There's his dash, and there's his dodge everything move. Auto, flash, auto, auto, auto. Nice, I'm so glad Talon didn't take that. Now he has TP, so it makes things a bit tricky. We can't push the wave. So I'll go ahead and clean up my camps right here. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, the J4 is right there, since we have the blood trail. And I can't really help the Rengar until I heal off my camps. And he doesn't have TP either, so it's kind of bad for him. Let's see, J4 is on that scuttle. It's so crazy to have map hacks like that. Yeah, this is definitely bad. J4 is pathing topside. Going back to his camps now. Let's reset. I have my Tiamat, I'm good to go. It just sucks the top lane state. Whatever. Tiamat, and nice, an extra longsword. So now that we've reset, we spent our gold, we're going to be clearing the camps a whole lot faster. J4 ended his clear topside, meaning that the bot side scuttle will be up. So I'm looking to clear my camps. We'll hit level 5. Once we're level 5, we're in a better position to fight. We'll have more points in our abilities, and then just be generally tankier. Until then, it's mostly farming the camps. I guess we'll see if J4 ganks bot, or mid lane, or if he just keeps clearing. Nice, I guess I can try for these raptors. J4 might be on his golems. Ready? These guys are ganking bot. Can try to show up. W, moving. Wow, my W went to the J4. He was closer to me. Now J4 is exiting. I guess I could do the dragon here. There's no reason to dive. The dragon is super slow, but we honestly have the time to do it. Because we saw the Bloodstone of J4 exiting here, meaning he's going to his blue side. It leaves my Rengar all alone, but whatever. I don't want to gank Shin. Hello, dragon. Now what's nice is that Warwick has the sustain to do dragon. It's just slow. We're going to be A-okay on this. but it cost us a lot of time. Gives us a little bit of XP as well. We're maxing the W now. And J4 could be anywhere on the top side. Where he saw that I did Dragon, he may take my red side camps. There he is. Which is a good play on him. But we're even in CS so far. Nice. That's Shin ulti. Shin ulti with no successful play. Nice. And these guys are low bot. Let's do this. Big wave. Time to dive. Nice. But we needed that Shin ulti down. E, Q, E. Nice. Good job. I'm gonna look for J4's red buff. This bad boy's respawned as he's been topside. If I get one more camp, then I'm level 6. Easier said than done, though. I think this guy's gonna get away before I get level 6. Since we're so far up the map, I'll just go ahead and reset. Spend my gold and get back onto the map. Clear my camps and path towards topside, towards Rift Herald, the next objective. Alrighty, a little bit of Sheen. I'll get a control word too.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Q. Just dodged it. Ghost is so annoying for ADCs, I'll be honest. Should ADCs be allowed to run Ghost? Should they be allowed to run at Mach 5? Alrighty, we're level 6, but we don't have to look for any preemptive play, especially where our bot lane is not in position. Instead, with level 6, when we react to plays, we'll look to punish when someone's low following the blood scent. Then we'll be able to have a lot more impactful of a gank because we have the ulti to CC them, as well as deal more damage. The rest is just pestering this guy. I ought to start the Rift Herald if he's wasting their time like that. J4 is still not level 6. Can't believe I'm getting objectives against the J4. Nice, he's still not here. Nice. Oh yeah, you're level 5. You have a Shin ulti though. I'm going back to my camps. Mid lane's not there. Rengar's not a champion. He has a Shin ulti. All yours, level 5 J4. I can't fight you. So we'll stay farming our camps. I could preemptively show up to try to be there exactly when J4 is there, but there's no guarantee because we don't have vision of J4. But what is guaranteed is that I can farm my camps. This guy's messing up. Nice. Ulti. E. Q. E. Nice. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's normal. Alrighty, I can drop the Rift Herald so that we can try to dive this Shin here. Rift Herald tanking. I'm not tanking, huh? Lucky. The Talon dealt damage first, which really worked out. Already, ulti's on cooldown. I'm going to recall, actually. I'm going to recall, spend my gold, and then clear my camps. If I spend my gold first, I get a lot more AD. As well as being on the map with more impactful components. No matter how much I farm, if I farmed all these camps, I still wouldn't complete the Divine Sunder, so it's better that I recall this way. I can also do it like this, where I farm my camps towards bot side. It'll put me in a position to fight for Dragon, and also make it where I'm not pathing towards Shin top. It's a whole lot better for me. I can't believe I'm this far ahead of the J4. He is just not farming. Even though I got these kills, he could be dead even with me. Alrighty, well that's Shin ulti again. Mr. Xerath, do you want to push the wave? You do, a great choice. W, moving. E, flash, Q, E, auto, auto, auto. Nice. You want to flash past that stun. Pretty much guaranteed after that. Push out this wave. And then Dragon's up in 15, so... Let's see if I can find Mr. J4. He's right there. He doesn't have his flag, so I'll be able to get these, and then I easily win the fight. E, Q, E, auto, auto. See ya. Just a little chunk. Looks like he walks back to his blue side camps. The map hack part of the Blood Scent is so crazy. It's like legit overpowered. If, you know, if there was a champ that was like meta, like higher tier, and this was allowed in pro play, he'd be one of the best champions. So we push J4 out, get this dragon all by ourselves, no problem. Now I'm looking to recall for the Divine Sunder. Same deal as the first recall, we want to get back on the map with way more meaningful items, and Divine Sunder is a very big spike. Level 9, so we have the W maxed out now, giving us as much movement speed and attack speed towards low targets. I think I'll reverse the clear again, just head on topside. The Rift Herald's coming up, but not anytime soon. My main concern is just getting my camps killed. I'm pretty strong though, so I can start setting up plays for my team if the enemy missteps. So we could force a little bit. Main problem is just they have Shin. Shin ulti is so lame. Basically, no matter how fed I am, I'm not going to have like the juice to kill someone through a Shin ulti. Run! Ready, let me just head on top lane here. You already know action's getting started. He's not taking Lantern today. Maybe tomorrow. W moving. Oh, they traded 1 for 1. E, auto. Q, E, auto. See ya. Now let's push and take the turret. As we're entering the mid game here, we want to start taking the turrets, and we'll be strong enough to do so too. The death timers are longer and people are more scattered. It's a lot easier to push and then actually take this whole thing. We can use both parts of our E for 2 Sheen procs too, giving us more damage. Speeding up the process, whack that bad boy down. There's no jungle camps. I got nothing to do for a while. Whoa! Are you sure about this? Moving. E. E. Okay, see ya. Samira flashed away, that's good enough for me. 42 seconds on the Rift Herald. I'm just gonna do some cheesing. If I stay in this bush, I can get lucky. Oh, close. Run! A little bit too soon, big man. Auto, Q, auto, auto. I'm ulting away. I'm not staying in that. Where's my bot lane, man? Nice, 1v1 with Shin, don't mind if I do. E, auto, Q, auto, E. It's all Jesus from here. Q. What? Don't get hit by Xerath, Q. Alrighty, time to heal off the camps. 50 HP, that ain't no problem. Back to full for me. Already kill the bad guy, take the objective. Oh, close. Flash. Yeah, let's reset. We got a bunch of gold now. Their team comp's kind of weird. A lot of on hit, but then I want some. Yeah. Give me the Merc Treads, and then I'll take the Giant's Belt as well. This gives me a lot of tankiness, and now I can really set up fights for my team, which I have super fed carries. The Kaisa has 9 kills, and the Talon has 9 kills as well. Somehow I'm the one with the shutdown. This guy has 9 kills. I have 3. It's probably because of the jungle difference. I'm 2 levels ahead of J4 and have 20 CS over him as Warwick. You know, they probably calculate that in. If you're playing a super shit tier champion, then if the enemy's playing a meta one, you have to get a shutdown. How dare you be ahead? These guys are cheesing. You're gonna scare them. We want to get onto the carries here. E, Q, E, auto. Auto, auto, auto. Ulti. I can't get an ulti off, I'm just CC'd forever. It feels like this every time I engage on Warwick. Like this one, it's for good reason. We have the world's most fed carries, but like I had the giant spell, I had the Merc Treads. Naturally, I'm just taking all physical damage. Yeah, I should have went Ninja Tabby. I probably would have survived. It's like 600 damage from auto attacks right there. And if I reduced a little bit of that. With the goal of being the main engaged too. What the fuck? Listen, if you're playing Shin, you don't want to ult the 1 in 9 Samira. Or 1 in 9 Renata. What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna do the dragon, guys. He jumped over J4's wall. J4 has no spirit. I haven't seen this guy do nothing interesting. Baited. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe that's why his spirit's crushed. Rengar's going in. Just give me a second, guys. I can not help you. Anyways. One minute on that Baron, and we have Dragon Soul. It's pretty easy from here. Next goal, start a stupid fight and watch the enemy disintegrate. I'm waiting for the Thresh and Rengar to respawn, and then it's going to be into the enemy's jungle. If you take a fight in the enemy's jungle, you don't have to worry about turrets as much. This does require the enemy to opt into it, but these guys have shown me that they're pretty... What's the word? Belligerent? They'll just fight. They won't back down. The Rift Herald needs to be spawned in 8 seconds. I guess I'll put it near mid. This far back gives it some time. The Rengar's just cheesing too much. He needs to be laning. Listen, no one's in here. No one's doing nothing. Their jungler's showing bot. I'll just do the Baron. Enemy team won't forfeit. The score's 14-34, but what we will do is farm minions. And there's Shin ulti. Might. Let's clean him up. All I have to do is start the party for my team. Hello, friends. Q. Ulti. E. Oh, I really die, huh? Oh, she got CC'd by Shen. Let's do a little social experiment, build Ninja Tabby, and then a null magic like this. The Ninja Tabby is just generally more useful in the early game. Because you'll be taking more physical damage early than you will magic damage. W. Nice.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Oh. Okay. The flash in! J4 with the flash auto for at least 60 damage. Big melee minion looking crazy. Let's push down, boys. I always wonder in spots like this, why do they bother? What if my whole team just like collapsed on you from the right side? Go ahead, CC me. E, Q, E. My auto. Job's done. It's like I'm playing a really bad, like, CC support. Nice one. Oh! Man. My Merc Treads would have really came in handy right there. But I sold them to this guy that promised me big things about Ninja Tabby. Negatron Cloak and a Ruby Crystal. So much for Baron buff, so much for wrapping this bad boy up. Now we just have to run the gambit again. Oh my god, did you throw the game? Chill out. Chill out. The enemy loses one team fight. They only have one Nexus turret, so it makes it where we can in faster. And then the next 3 minutes, we still probably win the next Baron. That's usually the calculation. Did we just lose the game? Well, if we win the next Baron fight, we probably win. If you look at the enemy team comp's items, they have dog shit. They have like they have 3 damage items in their entire team. I think we're good. The Shin's pretty juiced, but it's a Shin. We'll be fine. This guy's trolling. Let's wait for Talon. We're outnumbered. Nice. We get the Dragon Soul. And then on to the next turret here. We do have the 2-minute gambit on the Baron. Getting farm is good and all, but if I can deny the J4, then I go +1 and he goes -1. He'll never catch up on that camp. 48. So I want to try to take his camps before doing my own. I only want to do my own if, like, we really fail a play. Q. Auto. Auto. Smite. I guess Talon's doing my camps for me. Taking this farm isn't the greatest, but nobody's here farming. Don't worry, that guy's not a real champ. E, Q, E, auto, auto, moving. This is fine. Ulti. Q. What? Kai'Sa just runs right into that bad boy. It's 1 minute on Baron. It's all fine. It's definitely not good, but holy shit. Q. Alrighty, even it out. Get the Abyssal Mask now, it gives me more MR Shred, but honestly it might have been better just to build some more armor. We got their base turret too with the minions. The minions dealing more damage to structures than we ever could. Samira's up! Hey, check this out. Uh-huh. At least we got her flash. Ay, ay, ay. Now it's time to farm my camps, if you are ever wondering. When do we do them? Just wait. J4 shows entering the jungle. We're outnumbered for now, so all we have to do is wait. It's not like they're going to be able to do the Baron themselves. E, auto, auto, E, moving. Q. Aw, wish my Thresh would hurry up and get near me. He's fine. W. Moving. We have Rengar coming for the engage. Doesn't really matter how much they run. Okay. We don't have to fight them here. We can just go to the Baron since J4 died. Right. Push it down, run it down. We don't need that top wave because they don't have any Nexus turrets, fellas. Push it down, run it down. They do have the Shin ulti, but this guy is preoccupied with Rengar, it seems. E, flash, Q, E, auto, ulti. Oh yeah, that's a job well done, huh? Cause a big mess and die. That's a job well done, Warwick. Let's dodge. Xerath v World. Can he get it done? How many Qs does he have to land to theoretically win the game? That's 1 Q landed. Not going to be enough. Divine Sunder dealing 1700. Titanic 1300. It's so little damage. Cause like I didn't get a hit nobody. Like all I did was engage and die. That was my whole maneuver. Warwick's obviously bad at that. We're a single target. But with our E, we can try to set things up. Alrighty. So that puts us at gold 1. With our score 6-1 now. Gold 1, 49 LP. Okay. Damage dealt, 1300. Let's check out the real stat. It is post-mitigation damage. Where is it at right here? Self-mitigated damage. That is going to be, that's right, the most on the team. Yes, quite. Even though it's a bunch of carries that shouldn't be taking damage. That was whatever. My carries are so far ahead, it just takes so long to end. Why? They're like Emerald and Platinum. My champion. You know, imagine if we were Sejuani. Yeah, I can get a 5-man E, but what if I got a 5-man Malphite ult? Like, that's how this game felt. Anyways, GG, see you in the next game.